So here you go. This is Emily C., my new bestie.
I hate the idea that someone out there hates me. I even hate thinking that Al-Qaeda hates me. I think if they got to know me, they wouldn't hate me.
This stole the show. Emily C. was phenomenal.
There's something you need to know.
What?
You're doing great.
Look at my baby. Here she is. Emily. 10 out of 10. Huge fan.
I see Emily C says 123. I trust her. She's really good.
Listen, Turtle, you gotta watch your language. I'm already live. So you need to follow the FCC guidelines.
She destroyed, left nothing in her path. It was so good.
Oh, hey.
I don't have my helmet on.
We were just talking about so much,
myself.
you guys. Backstage, we were just talking about so much, you guys. And then I was like, wait, this is like what the show is for. And then he just kept on going. And I was like, no, we need to, like, this is like the point of why we have this show. So now we're here.
By Squirrel. How are you doing? Did you have a good weekend?
What weekend?
Do you remember your weekend?
No, hold on. Let me think about what my weekend was.
Friday, you were tired.
Oh, yeah, that was the other thing. This is why we're starting exactly at 9, like on the dot, because Carter doesn't have summer school on Fridays over the summer. And last Friday was rough. We were up till 2. I didn't go to bed till like 3:30 and he was up at 6. And I was like, oh no. It was good. We went
How'd you
swimming.
do that in college? How'd you go to bed at 3:30 and get up for a 8 o'clock class?
It was so easy in college. So I did the newspaper in college, as you know, the like whole Gwen thing. And our production nights were Wednesday nights. So we would stay up until like 7 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday nights, putting the newspaper together. And then my sophomore year, I took public speaking, and I had like this really amazing professor that I loved, so I like didn't want to switch out of it, but it was at 9:20 a.m. and I remember having this like conflict every time of like, sometimes our production nights would be done at like 6:30 and I'd be like, okay, I'm like wired now, I could like go back to my dorm and like try to sleep, but then if I sleep then I'm gonna be tired. It was like such a disaster. Also, hold on.
Did you stay up?
Boston Gingy just said chat rats will be here soon. I don't even remember what I ended up doing. I think I like went to the gym, actually. I think I like got a workout in, which is like so crazy. That's exactly what I went for a run. Boston Gingy just said chat rats will be here soon. I have a whole bunch of random things I need to like make sure I say tonight. The first is that I need to show you guys this. Look at how cute this thumbnail is from Chat Rats tonight. They did a Rat House Media pregame show. Okay, look. So this is like dedicated to Squirrel School. It's like rainbow everything. Okay, we need to talk about all the details. Starting in the top left corner, it says, "Happy birthday, Danny." Put your happy birthday, Danny emojis in the chat. If you know, you know. Then it says classes in session. Facts, evidence, justice. Truth seeker. Evidence matters. Justice wins. And then look at my little desk with like my little star cup and like my little pom-poms. No, Chad, you're not imagining things. I'm all over the place. This was starting at 9:30. And then I realized I was going to be tired tomorrow and immediately changed it. Okay, now continuing over here, then there's my cute little chat rat. And then I have a little book that probably has some cute things in it that I just can't read. We teach, we learn, we grow or something. Then
where do you see
look
that?
At this
because it says
like the writing where it says knowledge is power, like the writing in the book.
Oh, I can't see that.
And then look on the very far left, the little squirrels with their little justice scale. And then it says, knowledge is nuts. Why have we never used that? Knowledge is nuts.
Yeah, I do like that. That was cool.
It's the cutest thing in the entire world. The only thing that would have made it better if it was Rat House Media's episode number 227. That just would have been the icing on the cake. But I'll take 221. Even 222 would have been a little. The Cusco, the pom poms are on the little
On the pencils.
pencils in the little star pencil case. Which, like, look, you guys. Wait. I need to see this. I literally have this cup. Hold on. I have a jar of pom poms.
What do you do with the pom poms?
It's for Carter. It has like I don't even know. I forget why I made this, to be perfectly honest.
Okay,
he makes
look,
mess
let
with
me
it.
tell you. Yeah. Listen, there's nothing you can be like, well, I'm like, why do you have pom poms? You're like, oh, I don't even know really. It's for Carter. I have googly eyes on my microphone screen.
Yes.
Okay. So I mean,
I have little. Everything that I have for my child is like also something that like a cat might like. Like I have these little like jingle balls. Also, now I'm just making a mess. There's like pom poms everywhere.
I'm sending him for his birthday and sending me some cat.
Started as a sorting game, and it came with little tongs, like little tweezers, plastic tweezers. Thank you, Miss Press. You know better than I do. Okay, so what else do you have around you that's fun?
Me? Oh, I don't know.
Else?
I have a pin that floats. Remember? But that's a old time.
Wait, you guys, and then the other thing that was funny was I went over to Chat Rats to see. Hold on, I went over to Chat Rats. This can't even count as like. What's it called when you like snipe somebody's stream? Is that what it's called? This can't even count as sniping their stream because look, I go over to Chat Rats. Hold on. And it's me. They're watching me. I was offended for John that they were making
Isn't that
fun
great?
because I just find him so agreeable. Also, okay, I know that's. I'm gonna stop there for 1 sec. Like when you very first.
See, I have a hard time listening to you.
Like, should I comment to them?
Yes, you should be like, "Who is that chick?"
I don't know why that's so funny to me. Okay. Also,
no, you should say, "Oh, I like that. I like her top. She's very well dressed."
No, I can't. They'll be over here soon. And they're also all confused. They're like, I thought it was starting at 9:30. Like, yes, it was. I'm sorry. This is just filler time. All the people that are here, like, really are people. Oh, it's a little you. That's so cute. You have to do the influencer thing.
Focus.
It focused.
It says the expert on it.
That's so cute.
But yeah, my buddy, he sent me Lego fingers for. He's like, oh, I saw these, man. Lego me's got to have them. So like that one's
that's really funny.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's that stupid prom picture.
What?
I'm doing that in that prom picture. I'm doing that. Yeah, guy.
Oh, yeah. Not a stupid picture. I like our prom picture.
Well, you look like, why am I here with this guy?
I'm wearing a suit. Why are you there with me?
Hey, guy. Hey. Oh my gosh. It's too much fun. But yeah. Legitimately, man,
Okay.
you should have said.
Well, we need to talk about why even seeing what I'm reading on Chat Rats right now is frustrating. So what they're watching right now is a stream I did where I was reading Gretchen Voss's interview notes about her interview with Karen. And I was honest that there were moments in the interview that I felt like she did not do a very good interview, but I was even careful to not be disparaging because she is a professional. And after I went and read her writing, I was like very complimentary of her writing. That now I want to be very clear. I'm not saying that because I don't think I like deserve anything from her. I'm saying that to highlight the fact that in my mind, I saw that woman as a professional. And when I look at the world, Expert and I were talking about this before we came on, like his wife made a point that some of the people I'm going to talk about in a second are just cockroaches. Like they're like, and now I'm going to take it a step further. Like there are people that you expect to kind of be like the dredges of society. And when they talk shit about you online, like you expect it from them. It's like, I get it. I know, I understand you're an anonymous person on a burner account, and you can't stand me, and everything I do bothers you, and you get yourself all riled up, and you live in your echo chamber. And I understand that. What I don't understand is when the people that I expect to be better than that aren't. So for example, the last time that this really got me like all fired up was when Yuri Buchanan was fundraising for Testify, and yes, exactly. When Yuri Buchanan was raising money and
love you, baby.
And just if anybody's not watching the screen, just to be clear, that was to his wife.
Oh, I love you too. I mean, I'm full of love here.
Sometimes I'm only listening and not looking at what the person's pulling up on the screen. I just
and you're thinking you're gonna be like, expert goes, I love you, baby.
No, but so okay. So here's my point.
Oh, I needed this.
I just need to I need to get it all out. Like the last time I got all fired up like this was when Yuri Buchanan was raising awareness about the fact that Testify was raising money for the House defendants. And the core of why that really bothered me was not because I expect Yuri Buchanan to be my friend. I just expect him to be bigger than this dredges of the internet. And when the people that I expect to be better aren't, it just kind of pokes a hole in what I expect society to be. And that was how I felt with what's her face? I don't even know her name. Gretchen Voss. And also, I'm so sorry if any of you are named Gretchen or love a Gretchen, but the name Gretchen sounds like the sound you make when you throw up, like Gretchen. Okay.
Oh. Wasn't that the witch Hansel and Gretchen?
Hansel and Gretel, but we like Gretel in that. She's not the hi Valhalla.
I don't know.
Okay, and then
by the way, he is so thrilled. He said the other day that you say hi to him now, and he's like, "I think she likes me."
And I was like, in every chat.
I'm like, "Yeah, she likes you better than she does me." And he's like, "Well, that doesn't."
It's not even
surprise me.
Gretchen Wieners. We do love a Gretchen Wieners. It's not even an ugly name. It's just an ugly sound. I actually feel like it's when you write it, looking at the word spelt out, I actually think it's kind of a pretty name. I it's loopy if you wrote it in cursive. But also, do you know what gems are? Am I supposed to read this as Denise loves Ollie sends 2 gem sparkles?
So I love them because they pop up in the chat, and
we don't get to see them.
Well, I do because I have YouTube. I have the StreamYard chat on the right and the YouTube chat on my left. So
maybe they did that so that creators will have it up on the side.
Oh, that's a good point. I probably want you to not use a StreamYard or something, but I'm it's so much better. Anyway, the gyms, yeah, I don't know. I went to a stream after mine yesterday, and I tried to do the whole gym thing. And I couldn't do it because I just wanted to see what it was about. Well, that creator had about it.
You get gems. My thing keeps being you have gems to give out. And I'm like, what if I want to save them for something special?
I don't even know how to give them out. I've never seen gems.
Also, I'm the worst because last Caroline 4th, 10 gems gold coin. It feels so
I didn't
silly.
See that over there. How come I didn't see that?
Emily Chase 21 10 gems floating hard. I don't know why I was just getting used to reading, and I need to apologize to all of you. I was so bad. I skipped over 20 super chats on my last show with Boozy. I'm literally the worst. I got tired and then I just logged off, and then I looked the next day and I was oh my god, I suck. So my new thing now is that I was going to pull up the super chats, like not save them. Like I was trying to do like Melanie Little does and like save them and like do them all at once. And then my new thing was like, I'm not going to save them. And now it's like, now I have to do these like they're Turtle Girl.
Well, that's fine. That's the best part because they love giving the gems. Nobody knows what they are, and they're fun. They're so much fun to do it. And
Jenny Lyons, 57, 10 gems, gold coin. Whoa, 250 gems. We splurged for laughing disco. Thanks, Jules.
I didn't see. How come my stuff isn't popping up?
See, I just got used to these. Panda Bear said Gretchen's an op. Yeah. It's like I
read that.
I just feel like even if you're gonna be like an op, like you're supposed to be like a level up. Like this is okay. So anybody who's like completely living in a happier place than we are on Twitter and doesn't know what I'm talking about. Gretchen Voss wrote an article called like Inside the Campaign That Acquitted Karen Reed. Spoiler alert, we should have known it was going to be trash from that headline because the jury acquitted Karen Reed, end of story. Not like the team or a campaign or whatever it said. Anyways, in that article, she starts talking about Adam Deitch, and she quoted basically some of the people online, like Julie Carpenter, who do not like me, and said something along the lines of like, Emily streams. Let me just get the exact quote so that we are not misquoting the very, very
While you're doing that, I'm going to point out that Strains gave a super chat to say Gretchen, and that's really cool. I like that one. I like Gretchen.
Gretchen.
I think that's the Garbage Pail Kid.
Gretchen sounds like when you're birthing.
Strains, you have purple hair?
Also, while we're at it, my mother's faves and 10 gems gold coin. She have purple hair, just purple shirt. I can't keep up with these gems, you guys. There's no way I'm going to be able to do this. Love you all. Love you. Lorena Jenks is cool. 10 gems gold coin. King Bob, 20 gems party hat. My whole thing was I was going to keep up, and then they had to add this in. Like the day that I was like, I'm going to keep up with all the things.
Well, there you go.
10 gems gold coin. Thank you, Beth.
They only show up on certain ones.
Yeah, Nate Taylor.
Like, I'm looking at mine. I have no gems to give.
Gems only show up on some streamers, not all. Well, maybe I'm going to disable them.
Why are you going to disable them? They're fun.
I know, but till I like set a goal for myself. I was like, I'm going to keep up with all the like super chats and like members things. And now it's like, and okay, so this is what I don't understand. Oh no, never mind. See, I can't keep
Blowfish. How do you do that? I see that, but it doesn't. I can't make it pop out.
Okay,
and I can see.
This is what the Gretchen Voss quote said. Back to this. So Gretchen Voss was talking about Adam Deitch and said something that the people who don't like me on Twitter say about me and my interview with Adam Deitch a lot, which was, quote, Adam Deitch has appeared on the YouTube program of Emily C., a free Karen Reed podcaster whose past segments have included mockery of John O'Keefe's mother and of the children of witnesses. Now, I need to break this down for a second. When they say mockery of John O'Keefe's mother, they are talking about a 10-second part of a 1-minute clip where I made a parody of Hank Brennan's closing arguments, and I was not making fun of Peggy O'Keefe. I was making fun of Hank. There was a moment at the very beginning of Hank Brennan's closing statements where he looks back at Peg O'Keefe and he like gave her a nod, and it was like he had this, and I tweeted out before I made my parody that I said, oh, lights, camera, showtime. And that was what the vibe that I was going for was. So in the video, I said, Psst, Peg, don't forget to cry because whoopsies, you thought he was 45. Which was a nod to a moment that happened in the trial where I was not making fun of Peg O'Keefe, but she did forget how old John was by 1 year. She has a lot on her mind. She was going through a lot. If I was making fun of her, trust me, I know how to make fun of people. If I was making fun of her, you would fucking know it. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, the children of witnesses. I'm a child of somebody. You're a child of. We're all a child of somebody. All the witnesses were adults. The only witnesses that were not adults, that were children, we did not see testify, and I never brought them up, not once. And that was the niece and nephew of John O'Keefe, which I would never make fun of them. Now, I didn't really make fun of anybody. I did do a parody video of Colin where let's pull it up, shall we? A parody video is also not. I just got a text message from Ahmad Cruz, by the way, you guys. What is my life right now?
From a what?
I need to stop. I just got a text message from the I'm not even dealing with that right now. Okay.
You know what? If you can go to focus and you hit that, and then your phone and everything goes mute. You know how to do that?
Sometimes I feel like I need, like, what if like I'm actually like on mute and like somebody needs to text me and be like, "Hey, you're on mute right now."
Nobody ever needs to text me.
Yeah, but like, what if like my microphone's on mute and like somebody needs to tell me?
The chat will tell you. The chat will tell you when you're not muted. They'll tell you you're muted.
But a parody video is not the same thing as, what was her words? I'm not even going to pull up that video. As a mockery of the children of witnesses. No, that's not. Guys, the only reason why I'm not like that excited about this Ahmad Cruz thing, I like kind of feel like I'm being like catfished. I don't know. We'll talk about this later.
Who are people?
I mean, I don't think he's like going on a bunch of shows. So like, it was just like a lot that he like reached out to me. Like he emailed me first. I don't know. This might just be me like doubting myself.
I really don't know.
Double M, double nine.
I swear.
Swear jar. I love it.
I don't know any of the people you've talked about tonight. Is that a reflection on me?
They're not even Karen Reed people. This is like another universe. There's just like words coming out of my mouth at this point. It's been a crazy day.
Oh, that's all I ever do is just words. I don't know what they mean.
I was dying, you guys, the other day. Okay, so I'm sure you guys all feel this way. It's like once you have enough like kind of people in your like menu of creators, it's like, you know, like where you want to go for different vibes. So it's like I go to like Sam Benigno and Boozy when it's like my brain is like ready to like piece some things together and figure some things out. So the other night I hadn't eaten anything all day. I was like so hungry and I was just like tired. And I put on Sam and I'm sitting here and I'm like watching her and I'm like, literally, I don't even know the words that are coming out of her mouth right now. Like my brain is like not processing. And then I opened Expert Stream and he was doing a members only. And I don't even know what you were talking about. I was sitting here. It was like exactly what I needed in that moment. I was just like hysterically laughing, like about
it was my head
you couldn't see yourself. You couldn't pull up chats. You couldn't get anything to work. I was dying. And then you kept blaming me. Somehow it was my fault.
It is your fault. It is because I'm always whenever like because you came in right when I was talking about my head shape is weird.
That's what it was. Guys, look how cute.
And then you sent a picture of me in a squirrel helmet with a juice box.
That was really cute. Okay, Danny, while you're here, I need you to see, we analyzed how adorable everything about this thumbnail was. And I was talking about how you had the little cup of pens with the pom-poms. And like literally, I have a cup of rainbow pens and a cup of pom-poms. So you like truly nailed everything about this. And if you're just getting here, you missed me swear at everybody already, not at the chat. And all the bad people in the world.
Oh, love.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, Buddy for Yanetti said it's taking me 5 ever to pronounce San Benigno's name correctly, like bingo, because the letter reversal. I swear she says her name differently sometimes, because the first time that I had her ever on my show, I was like going back, like watching her like in slow motion saying her name, so I would like make sure that I said it correctly. And I swear she says it differently in like 4 different shows. Sometimes it sounds like more like Beningo, and then sometimes it sounds like Benigno. I just saying, I think maybe she doesn't even really know how to pronounce her name.
I do that on purpose. Like, I'll change my name. Like, see where it says X right there?
I think
Like,
she
I'll
might do
change it
that.
to like Experty. Sometimes I'll put the X big and the E little. Sometimes I'll leave the E off, and I just want to see if anybody ever. Sometimes it's El Experto.
I'll allow it. If you were just coming from Fervent, is Fervent done? Because I was very inspired. I feel like I need to watch a parody video that I made of Judd Welcher just after watching Judd on Fervent, because
Good.
every time, okay, I'm pulling it up. Hold on. Every time I see Judd Welcher, I need to watch this video. Okay, hold on. I don't think we've been properly introduced. I'm Judson, Dr. Judson Welcher. Which part of your arm has more paint? I didn't measure it, so there's no way to know anything. Who was driving the Lexus? What? Did you say dyslexic? Huh? Good afternoon, Dr. Welcher. Actually, it's good morning. According to my calculations, if you take 300 G's times a 12-pound arm, it's certainly possible. It's possible you could have shot off into space as an engineer. Your Honor, I'm not done answering the question.
I forgot who this guy was.
Sorry, what? I can shove this pencil into my hand. I'll do it right now. Judge, permission to bleed? I could hit you with a 5-pound pillow. I could hit you with a 2x4. In 1974, we measured the occiput boner. You want to know what happens when I spread my load out when I lay in my bed? Every time I see Judd, I just need to watch that. Music to My Soul sent $4.99 and said that I should give expert Squirrel School lessons on the Faust trial after we're finished covering both of these trials. I 100% agree. I love that idea.
What's Faust? What? How do you even?
We'll get there when we get there. It will be actually, that's like a really important one. I really love that. And Fervent's still on, so I should have waited to do that because I feel like they're like primed that they were just watching this.
We could do it again if you come over.
We could do it again. Oh, and also,
I didn't know who that was at first.
Gold coin.
Yes, more gems. I love it. The one time my stupid thing won't show them. I didn't know who that was when you started that, and then I figured it out. I was like, I was kind of amazed. I was like, why'd you put blue paint underneath your eyes? And I was like, and then I could smell that paint. Like that plastic jar. I knew that's an elementary school blue paint. I know that smell.
Yeah,
and it's not because of huffing either. It's just
no. It's the most, and it's like something you couldn't describe to anybody. It's like a little bit like clay and
it
glue.
does have a little clay smell. Oh, well, it's like a school lunchroom. Smells unique. Like everyone smells the same. I've been in a lot of lunchrooms, but not just because I'm fat, but movies. Hey, here's a stupid fact. I think I went to how many years did you go to school? 12 years. I think I went to like 12 different schools in 12 years.
Really?
Yeah, and I was normal.
Did you?
Like, I didn't get kicked out or anything.
Did you move?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hard.
So,
was it hard or was it fun? I feel like that's why you're so friendly. And you can just like get along with everyone. That actually tracks so much with you, like being the person at our Squirrel School that's like the guidance counselor who like has all the kids just like come eat lunch in your office, because you would be like every time that
I thought I was
new
vice
at the
principal
new
last
school.
time. I feel like I'm taking a pay cut.
No, I feel like guidance counselor is like more important than vice principal. I'm just a teacher.
My guidance counselor was.
Hold on, my goal is to keep up with these, and already I'm not. Cat Lady Ballerina sent $2 and said, "I needed Squirrel School tonight. Thank you, Cat Lady Ballerina." Literally same. Truly, you have no idea. Like, I'm so happy to be here. Genuine, where did you just go? Gifted 10 Emily C memberships. This is why I need to have it up on the side so that I can see who got them. But thank you. That is so generous. You're so generous. Like, everywhere you go, you're just like making people happy. You just have a gift for doing that. I really appreciate that about you. Genuine. And Strain sent 1 Emily C membership, and now I'm going to open up the other side so I can see who's getting them. And Sleepless Sleuth, 250 gems, clapping seal. Yay. Still don't know what that means, but I appreciate you.
No,
Yay.
it goes like this.
Yeah,
like a
that.
clapping seal. Boy, that was uncalled for, wasn't it?
Do it again. Okay, let me tell you what the plan.
Is that how seals do it? And then you give them a sardine or something. I want
Emily Chase gets it. Guidance counselor is more important than the vice principal.
I don't know. Mine was pretty bad. I mean,
your guidance counselor.
yeah. I was like, yeah, dude. Finally, I got done talking to him because I think you had to talk to all of them before you graduate. I was like, well, I'm going to go to college. And he's like, why? And I was like,
yes, why you were going to go to college?
Yeah.
What kind of guidance is that?
I don't know. So I finally just told him I was going to be a guitar player.
And then he was okay with that. Is this when
weird.
you had long hair? Were you throwing him off with your long hair?
No, but I lived in Portland, Oregon. If that tells you anything.
Oh. Maybe he had a vision for you, for your life.
No, he was wrong. I can tell you that right now. Because he graduated from the high school I was graduating from. And I was like, wait a second, you graduated from here? This is as far as you made it? And he didn't like it. He's like, well, I think I made it well. And I'm like, dude, you haven't left school, man.
You want to see something so annoying? The bottom of this can got all messed up. And now every time I put it down, it's like about to spill.
It got frozen. Wait, is it still a little freezy? Because I love that. That's my favorite temperature to drink. A little freezy, where it's like has that slush.
Oh, you're right, though. That is true. See, that would be worth the little bump.
Would be.
I know. Okay, here's the thing. So Resilient Speak said, please get back to Ahmad Cruz. This is my problem is I feel like I'm getting catfish, and I don't actually think I'm getting I wrote him an email. He wrote me an email. I wrote him an email. He wrote me an email. I wrote him an email. But why is he texting me? Like, don't
you give him your number
out loud. Like, don't. Yes, like I gave like his secretary my number, but like I feel like we shouldn't be texting. Like that feels like I'm being catfished. But I don't think I am. Okay. And so this is the whole thing is that he wants to do these fundraisers, and he was just on somebody else's channel, and he wants to do these fundraisers to raise money to be able to have Brian Steele be part of his appellate team. Is that what it's called? What's your appeal team? Appeal team.
Wait, does he have a YouTube?
No. He's an attorney.
He's on Instagram. Yeah, he's on Instagram, it says.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't looked. Yeah, see, I feel like this is the good advice. MJ said ask him to FaceTime. Like I actually should. I need to know that it's him. Because I do feel like, I do feel like it's like a little sketchy. And it might not be, and it might be great, and we're gonna do it. But it's like I wrote him a whole email about like this is how I would do a fundraiser. And then he wrote back to me on a text and didn't address the email. I don't know. The whole thing just feels a little weird. But we'll see what happens with it. I also geared myself up. Yeah. And I called his office. And unless this is a very advanced catfishing regime, I need to get out of my own head because it was his real
You want me to
office.
call him? Let's call him right now. You do that thing where you can call people. Let's call him up. And I'll talk about, hey, how you doing, man? This is the expert.
I'll just say that I can. Oh, that's a good idea. But see, I feel like sometimes people have different cell phone numbers. But okay, I just need to get out of my head. Sometimes I'm just in my own head too much. Okay. I'll
Now
figure
you
it
know
out.
how I feel.
Also,
Otherwise, like,
Mizzy and
it's
I
a
are planning
joke.
another fundraiser for Adam Deitch's team, potentially the weekend of like August 8th. I want to do like a daytime. I just feel like my energy is like better during the day. So
Yeah, because it's
I
real low
am
right now.
thinking, yeah, I'm all over the place right now. I
Love it.
feel
I'm
like I want to
contagious.
do like a 2 o'clock or 4 o'clock or 2 o'clock. I think 2 o'clock something. So, oh, hey, home slice. Okay, so here's the plan
What
for
day of the week
tonight.
is August 8th?
I think, well, whatever I was talking about, I meant about like Saturday or Sunday. August 8th is a Saturday.
So the first is
Um,
a Sunday?
I
Right?
feel like I like truly made it that there was a pregame for Squirrel School. And whether you came from Fervent or Rat House, I feel like we like truly made it. Okay. Here's the
People
plan for
notes
tonight.
about you.
Y'all,
Isn't she
you and
great?
I, we're gonna get focused. 37 minutes in, we got
I'm the
this.
one that's
Okay.
focused tonight. I have a
I know.
notepad. I've already taken notes.
Because it's been a long day. Okay.
What would you like to do? Okay, I believe we're supposed to talk about Julie Albert tonight, is what the title thing said.
I love you.
Julie Albert.
Okay.
So the person who Proctor didn't really know that well, but yeah, she went to his sister's wedding. She has a son, Colin, who's been accepted into like a military academy or something. It's the weirdest thing to join the army I've ever heard of, but it's been checked into. It kind of tracks a little bit. But anyway, her testimony. We're gonna reach to talk about that.
I'm so proud right now. This is my proudest moment. Hold on.
Her husband's
Hooray, it's time for Squirrel School, the best part of my day.
Yay. Her husband is. Who'd you just say? You were correct the first time.
Yeah, well, and there's a Brian Albert.
There's a Brian Albert. Her husband is Chris. And so let me fill you in a little bit on what happened this week. We got a FOIA drop that said
What is that all about?
So we got a FOIA drop that had to do with the investigation that came, the investigation that the Massachusetts State Police did following the information that was released from the federal investigation. So what ended up happening, and actually our Squirrel School from last week was crazy timing for this. Because remember the last video that we watched last week was from March of 2024. And in that video, that's the one where David Yannetti said, we are outraged. This court should be outraged. And in that video, they disclose. Actually, let me pull up if I have that.
Yannetti and Uric, I always get confused. I'll be honest with you.
Yannetti and who?
Because I've never known people with Y last names. The Yannetti and who's the other one? Uric? Was that one? Who did I just say?
That's not a person. Oh, Yuri. David Yannetti is a good guy, so you could know that that's polar opposites. Okay, so the last
I think we talked about
video that we
magnetism last week
watched.
too.
Yeah, that we did.
Was that here?
Yes, and you said that love was magnetism. Okay.
I said what?
This is not the one that I meant to pull up.
I don't know what I said. You can't hold it against me.
I'm not. Oh my gosh, you know what I did? I did the thing again where I made
No, tell
myself
me
a
about it.
folder. Where I made myself a folder to stay organized, and then it made me less organized. Timelines and graphics. There it is.
I found out my
Made
printer
me
doesn't
so-
print. So,
I know.
and then I got made fun of, y'all. Do you guys know that? I thought I was being crafty having a printer. Found out my hard drive's full. That wasn't good. I can't do it back up. I got a lot of problems over here in Expertville. A lot of problems. My next shirt's gonna be black though, so it matches the little thing you got here, little emoji.
Yeah, I feel like black is like
Yeah.
actually the coolest one, and I don't know why neither of us have that yet.
Dunya's
Okay.
had a black one. There you go.
So back to the point. This is what happened.
Blurry
So,
on mine. Sorry.
oh no,
It's my fault. I didn't mean to say anything.
it's not on mine though. So I'm just going to go with it.
That's so
Okay.
crazy.
On the last episode of Squirrel School, we watched that pretrial hearing that happened on March 12th, 2024. And at that pretrial hearing, it was huge. There were all of these details from the federal investigation that were disclosed, including, number one, the 222 phone calls between Brian Albert and Brian Higgins after previously testifying that they were asleep. That number one, I feel like, is getting some like re-attention lately because it's knowing that shows us that the feds have their phones. Like, it doesn't matter that you destroyed your phone at an army base. The feds have the details from your phone. That's number one. Number two, we learned at that pretrial hearing, this very important part, and this is what we're going to talk about tonight, that Michael Proctor failed to disclose his relationship with the Albert family, and that Sergeant Lank failed to disclose his relationship with Chris Albert. We are going to talk about this part, failed to disclose Michael Proctor's relationship with the Albert family in this, what we're going to discuss right now, which is in the FOIA dump. The Massachusetts State Police were commanded, I don't know what it was exactly, by Michael Morrissey to open an investigation into the relationship between Michael Proctor and the Albert family. And so in the past week, everybody all over the community has been watching the video of these interviews between a Massachusetts State Police officer that's somebody we don't know, and Julie Albert, Chris Albert, Courtney Proctor, and Michael Proctor. Okay.
What? They all testified?
They were questioned. Well, Courtney Proctor did testify in the trial,
Yeah.
which is kind of
Sorry. Well, I don't know why I said testified. But... Okay.
Yes, they were all questioned.
Why would his sister be?
Because she's the connection. So Julie Albert, this is what we learned. I'm going to sum up for you. Basically, the sum of the relationship is that Julie Albert was Courtney Proctor's nanny, like family babysitter, for 9 years. She started doing that gig because her little sister, Jillian, is best friends with Courtney. So Courtney basically grew up in the Albert home. Jillian grew up in the Proctor home. They're very, very close friends. And because they're such close friends, Courtney trusted her pseudo big sister, Julie Albert, with her children. I do want to say, I had a nanny for Carter for 2 years. She's actually she's cupcake. She knows this world. She's one of the only people in my real life that knows about all of this, independent of me. One day she was like, "Wait, you're the one who writes Hank's diaries?" I was like, "Yeah." So shout out Liz.
You introduced me to Hank's diaries.
Oh, I should do that sometime. We should do a whole Squirrel School on that.
I don't even know what it is.
Oh gosh. We could go down that route.
I don't know who.
I'm ready to scrap everything with Julie Albert and just watch Hank's diaries tonight.
I don't know who Ahmad is. I don't know.
Is that what your people are called? Are Fervent's people called the stragglers? We're not the bangers or the Furbies. We're the stragglers. Okay, so
I'm a straggler.
Here's what you need to know. Basically, now that we've watched, and here's kind of my take on these things. Actually, let me go back for a sec. The reason why I brought up Liz was because Liz was Carter's babysitter for 2 years. 2 years. 3 days a week for 2 years. And she will be a part of my family for my entire life, on a level that is different to me than a friend, different than a family member, different than like when you trust somebody with your child at any age, but especially at an age where it's like, this was the first person I was leaving Carter with. Like, I was dropping him off at 9 months old and going to work, and like, she's putting him in the car seat and like all the thing. Like, he's helpless. He's like a helpless little lump on the ground. Like, and then he's starting to walk. Like, this is the person that I trusted, that like he wasn't just gonna like walk out the door and like walk into like, you just trust them on a level that like once you drop your child off with that person once, it's like you are in a part of my heart that like nobody else can even understand. And like then they love your child. Like, she loves Carter now, like the way that like my family loves Carter. And it's like she'll always be like rooting for Carter on a level that like other people can't even get. Like, my best friends can't even understand it, because it's like, this is a person that was like invested in my child in a way that nobody else ever. I say that all to say that is the relationship between Courtney and Julie. Like, this is not just like a gloss over, like, oh yeah, like I think I like know somebody named Julie in my like my sister's friend. Like, no, this is somebody that like will be in your heart for life. And it's not even, I don't even care. The only person who needed to own that relationship was Michael Proctor. To the rest of them, like Julie didn't do anything wrong. Courtney didn't do anything wrong. Chris didn't do anything wrong. The only place where they ended up doing something wrong is when they take the stand during the trial and minimize that relationship, because it wasn't on Julie to be like, hey, Michael, like, did you forget that we're actually family and you're supposed to recuse yourself from this investigation? That's not on her. The same way I always say, like, if you do something bad, I expect you to lie about it to the police. I just expect the police to investigate it. Like, I expect Michael Proctor, who's the police officer, to be like, oh, this is actually like that's my second family. I shouldn't be the one who's involved in this. So
I think you'd be disappointed if I lied to the police.
I mean, I would be disappointed if anybody lied to anybody, but I understand, like, if you did something wrong and the police are coming and asking you about it, like, that's the point. Like, I expect Brian Koberger to lie to the police. I don't expect that like a suspect's going to get caught and immediately just be like, I did it, but let me tell you everything. That's weird. Like, if they're willing to go as far as do the thing that they're being accused of doing, then I expect that they're going to lie. Right?
You ever watch
if
the
they
TV
killed
show
somebody,
Cops?
they're gonna.
Hey man, can I tell you something, man? Hey, look, man, you know how it is, brother. It's like, yeah, man, tell me about it. And then next thing you know, they're telling you everything.
Yeah, I mean, good, great.
Criminals
Well,
love to
maybe you
talk.
have the wrong person. But I say, okay. Genie gets me. Criminal's gonna lie. Also, while we're over here,
Respect.
Teresa 5522 sent 2 gems, silver star. And look at that little, what is that, a dog or a cat?
It's a cat.
Cat?
It's a cat.
I don't know.
Little,
Kind of.
princess.
It looked like a dog for a second, but look at that, like pampered cat. Okay.
Yeah. Did you wish you were a cat sometimes? Wait, hold on. What did you just call it?
Dog.
What kind of dog?
Also, Tinfoil Hat Society sent 440 gems. We like splurged for the Unk Alert. Tinfoil Hat Society. Heck yeah. Still don't understand them, but I like them.
I think it's a unicorn.
And Resilience Speaks became a YouTube member. Thank you. Okay, so here's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to rewatch Julie. And we're going to rewatch it now with the lens of, number one, anybody who's been keeping up with Smith Beningo. I've basically never seen her brain break like this before, where she's like, everything she says is a lie. like usually she's like, okay, so like their indicators of deception are like if they say so at the beginning of a sentence or blah, blah. Literally, Sam was like, if Julie's lips are moving, she's lying. Like, she didn't say that exactly. And she's going to go into more detail in her videos about like exactly what the indicators of deception are, but literally they were If Julie is talking, she's lying, especially when it comes to number one, her relationship with the Proctors, and number two, you have to ask yourself, and that's the whole point of why we're watching this, is why is she lying? Because she's not just gonna lie. Okay, here's my take. In my opinion, blah 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 blah, all the things. In my opinion, Julie Albert is not gonna lie to protect Michael Proctor. She's not even close with Michael Proctor. She's close with Courtney Proctor. She is lying every word she says. So you have to ask yourself, who is she protecting?
This is Julie that's lying. Okay. Well, Colin's her kid. Oh, hey.
You didn't even need the cheat sheet. I'm so proud of you.
Callahan.
Jody Callahan sent $9.99 and said, Dirty Harry, here to love on you both. Emily has this case down to a T. Expert, it's very important going forward.
Her uncle is Harry Callahan, the San Francisco, famed San Francisco detective. He was called
cool.
Dirty Harry because he would take the cases nobody else wanted.
We need him. We needed him here. Okay, so here's what we're going to watch tonight. Is the other whoever just said in the chat, drink every time that she says honestly. Please don't if you want to live. But now that we know these things about her, when we go back and rewatch, I want you to pay particular attention to what parts of her testimony suddenly feel like they're getting all jammed up with these honestly and weird things. And yeah, I mean, don't drink every time she says honestly, you will die. I will not be responsible for that. I did not condone that.
So these are the state police questions that happened.
So now, no.
Okay,
that's what we were like all watching this past week. We're not going to watch that again. I want to make sure I made that clear for the chat because I've watched that now on literally everybody's channel. We're going to go back and watch Julie's testimony from the first trial. So we're going to like put into practice what we saw from her and what we learned. I mean, also before I start, like the other thing is seeing their interviews in a recorded situation like this made me so freaking disappointed that we don't have that for any other interviews because it's so different than just reading it from a police report. It's so different than reading it from a summary. We don't have a single other recorded video from any of the witnesses. We don't even have Karen's interview recorded. Like, you can go on YouTube and look up the police interview for like any suspect out there. You can be like, blah, 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 suspect, police interview. And you can see like their interview in the car and their interview in the station and their first interview in the station and their second interview in the station and their interview when they went back to their, like, why? The fact that we don't have one interview from any of these people is bananas because being able to break down their words in this capacity is so much better. Yep.
So
no,
you like the body language?
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
So that's what we're gonna watch. And
do you have a body language particular thing you look for in a person?
No, because I do feel like the body language stuff is like silly unless it's like baselined to the particular person, because I like some of that body language stuff gets a little, and actually any type of like lie, deception detection feels silly unless you have a baseline, because it could, like, I play with my hair all the time, no matter what. And a lot of times it's because it's like, oh, it's humid today and my hair feels weird.
Yeah, you're hot underneath there. I remember having long hair. Trust me. Yeah, it sucked.
Jim Jerry
Yeah,
Gunn, I like the name 227, sent $4.99 and said, "Keep up the great work, Em." Thank you. I appreciate that. It's hard to keep up with this. For anybody who's late, I set a goal for myself to like keep up with like the super chats as they came in because I was the worst last time and I forgot a whole bunch of them and I felt terrible about it and I am so sorry. And now my new goal is to keep up with them, and then they had to throw in gems like the day that I made this goal for myself.
well, no. Listen. This is what I've learned from all this. In years of not having gyms, but it's the chat. Like there are people that wait to the end on the chat, and what do you discover is that people they're like, oh, I had this very important point that applies to this very specific time,
I
and it
know.
could change things. And that's I think it's great.
I know.
You're
And I
never
felt like
interrupted.
that sometimes like in mails, like I'll like send like a super chat because it's like I want it to like I have something to say like in that moment. But then like the chat still talks about it. So it's like even if she doesn't say it right then, it's like whatever. I don't know. Anyways.
Yeah, but you're Emily C.
They do exist. Wait, I tried to order gold dots and they haven't come yet because and I say try to because I ordered them from Shein, which means they like will never come. Okay. Let's watch
Well,
Julie
Emma,
before we get distracted again.
Am I blind? You can't see me? Is that what she said? I don't know what's happening.
Okay.
I have
And
not seen any
also
of those other videos though. So that's what you said, like everybody
do
has done them.
it.
Yeah, I saw everybody do them, but I don't know.
Everyone
Everyone need
go
to
and
go
cancel
cancel
your
Boston.
Boston magazines. It like comes for
They
free
want
in
me
the
to
Boston
subscribe
Globe.
today.
I don't even know. What? Okay. We're gonna start with Julie. We're gonna start with Lally. We'll do as much of Lally as we can take. And
What a sad face.
I'll put Lally at 1.25 to start. I know. Actually, I'm going to keep it at 1 just for now because she does start right off the bat with like her relationship. Also, she sounds so nervous right at the very beginning. Are you ready? Here we go.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Could you please state your name and spell your last name for the jury?
Julie Albert, Albert.
And where do you live, ma'am?
I live at 22 Maple Street in Canton.
And how long have you lived with us?
A little over 2 years.
And how long in total have you lived in Canton?
My whole life. 48 years.
And where did you live just prior to living on Maple?
I lived at 7 Meadows Avenue in Canton.
And how long a period of time did you live at 7 Meadows
Oh, 15 plus 20 years, about 20 years.
And do you have kids?
Yes, I have 3 boys.
And are you married?
Yes, I am.
What's your husband's name?
Christopher Albert.
And your 3 boys, how old are they?
My oldest, Christopher, is 25. My second son, Colin, is 20. And my youngest son, Dylan, is 16.
And do each of them, where do they live? Do they live with you?
They all live with me, yes.
And your husband, does he work?
Yes,
What does he do?
he owns a restaurant in Canton,
What's the name of the
Restaurant.
D&E Pizza,
And where is that located?
618 Washington Street.
Now, when you lived on Meadows Avenue, can you describe for the jury sort of, if you know, about how many houses are on Meadows?
I would say maybe 8 on each side.
And Meadows comes out to a main road, is that correct?
Yes, Pleasant Street.
And while you were living on Meadows Avenue, did you have occasion to come to know someone by the name of John O'Keefe?
Yes, I did.
And where did John live in relation to you?
John's house was at the top of the street, and there's 2 houses. There was 2 houses between John's house and my house.
And if you recall, about how long did you know John O'Keefe, or when did he move into Meadows?
I think he moved in 2017-ish, maybe. And I've probably known him since maybe 2019.
And how would you describe sort of your relationship with John O'Keefe?
We were friendly. We were neighbors. You know, I'd see him all the time coming in and out of the street.
Now, Gen X Erica makes a good point. This is her baseline, right? Notice we have not heard honestly at all. Honestly, you don't need to say it when you're being on. Honestly, he lives right down the street. Honestly, my husband owns D&E Pizza. Honestly, I live at 22 Maple Street. No, it would sound ridiculous because those are just true facts.
Is she's chewing Nicorette?
Oh, that could be. That would make a
Well,
little
if
more.
she does
I
it-
would actually like. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
like you're not. I've never known a courtroom you're allowed to chew gum in.
Yeah. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. There. Okay. Continuing on.
Correct.
And why was that? If you know.
I don't think he was feeling up to it.
And if you know about what time was it that you picked your sister-in-law and your niece up and then went to waterfall?
I don't remember exactly, but I would probably say between maybe 7:30 and 7:30, like around 7:30 maybe.
And you arrive at the waterfall, you go in. If you could just explain for the jury sort of when you walk into the door of the waterfall, where was it that the three of you went?
When you walk into the door, there's a couple high top tables. Long arrived shortly after that.
And just so we can clear up people, as far as Jennifer Kate, you've already mentioned her and Matthew, was that her husband?
Yes.
And the other couple that you were talking about, or sort of guessing their names, had you ever met them before?
No.
Okay.
Nope. Something that I
1808.
never-
Thank
very
you.
shortly
Trial
after they
channel.
got there.
And so
She goes home.
The son
Okay.
didn't live at home. He lived in California at the time. And my middle son was not home.
And so your oldest son, Christopher, he was in the Navy at that point?
He was in the Navy and he was stationed in San Diego, yes.
And so your middle son, Colin, he was out, you know where he was?
Yes. He was at, I believe, his friend Michael Leonetti's house.
And at some point, did you learn that Colin had gone from that person's house to somewhere else?
Mike Leonetti, whose dad, John Leonetti, donated $1,000 to Greg Connor's campaign.
Yes.
Is this him communicating with you?
Yes.
And that other place that he went to, do you know where that was?
Yes. My brother and sister-in-laws, Nicole and Brian Albert's house on Fairview Road.
And was that in relation to your nephew and his birthday?
Yes.
Now, while you were, if I could take it back to the waterfall just for a second. So while you were at the waterfall, obviously you see Mr. O'Keefe and Ms.
I
Reed.
don't know how to
Do
change
you
that.
recall what Mr. O'Keefe was wearing?
I know he had a hat on, he had jeans on, and he had something with a hood.
And from your observations, did you ever see him with like a winter coat or jacket or anything like that?
I turned my microphone volume down. Is that better? I can't hear it.
Didn't bother
Is
me.
that better? Okay.
Well, I mean, you have to when you're talking. You have to talk
I know
over
the video's really quiet. I don't know how to make the video louder. Actually, I got a booster. I just don't know how to use it yet. So everyone just turn yourself up and we'll turn ourselves down.
I did not.
And with regard to the clothing that you observed him wearing, did you,
Don't
what
do
if anything did you observe as far as the condition of that clothing?
What browser are you using?
Was it disheveled, anything like that?
No, nothing. Nothing that I remember.
And with regard to Mr. O'Keefe, as far as his appearance, what, if anything, did you observe about him as far as injuries or anything?
Nothing.
Now, with reference to your group as far as at the waterfall, how would you describe sort of the overall demeanor or tone of the group and what was going on then?
Just normal. I thought it was just normal. Sitting listening to a band.
So at least during the time that you were there were no sort of arguments or disagreements or anything like that?
Nope. Nothing.
And specifically to Mr. O'Keefe and the defendant, Ms. Reed,
Mhm.
while you were there, during the short time that you were there, when they were there, did you observe anything as far as any arguments or disagreements or anything like that?
No, I did not.
Now, at the time, so during that time between when they arrived, you mentioned that John went up to the bar, correct?
Yes.
And where did the defendant go?
She talked to me at the top of the table for a few minutes, and then I believe she made her way down the table to either Jennifer McCabe or the couple that was at the end of the table to speak with.
And was it during that period of time that you had enough with the migraine and went home?
Yes, I left very, very shortly after that.
Irvin went to the waterfall this week. Cool,
Yeah,
huh?
the cheeseburger is $17. Would you
Is
get
that a lot for you? Is that a lot or a little? That seems like a normal price for a cheeseburger.
for a cheeseburger? Just
Is that a
meat
lot for you?
and cheese on a bun?
Like at a bar restaurant? Yeah.
I mean, let's
That
not.
seems like
This is. It's not. I mean, I've seen the place. I've seen the videos of the place.
yeah. I mean, it's like probably not a great burger, but that just seems like a normal price.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe it is a good.
$17.
Maybe it's a tasty. Maybe it's a tasty
Maybe I'm
burger.
just used to Canton prices. That seems like I feel like I can't think of anywhere that you could get it less than that.
It's like $2 for a McDouble at McDonald's.
No, but this isn't McDonald's. This is a restaurant. Yeah.
Is
and
it a
comes with
restaurant then?
fries and it has like a lettuce, tomato, onion. That seems like a normal price to me.
I don't. Maybe I'm out of it. I don't know. I don't look at the price.
No, but it's
I
also
don't go
like
out.
regional. I feel like we just get we're like inflated around here and then just get used to it.
You have a very high cost of living,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's
Wendy's.
fine.
right? I get the
Yeah, is there a pickle? That's the important
double
part.
style.
And is it a Grillo's pickle? Because if not, what's the point?
You know what? I've got a whole thing of Grillos I got to throw out. They were no good. They were
Really?
soft.
Oh, I hate that. You could still drink the juice.
Now, during the time that you were there and you were speaking with the defendant down sort of your end of the table,
Who are you?
what, if anything, was discussed
Okay,
as far as
We don't care about what you're talking
Yes.
about.
Is that what you did on that?
Yes.
Now, when you woke up,
This is
probably
what we
like
care
most people,
about.
At some point, did you look at your phone?
Yes.
And when you looked at the screen to your phone, what, if anything, did you see?
I had a missed call from my friend Jen McCabe.
And was
First of all, that I had a missed call from my friend Jen McCabe. Now, Sergio Gennaro does a whole thing about like when you introduce somebody, like we were just flipping through and already we had heard her talk about Jen McCabe twice. Like she talked about Jen McCabe a whole bunch of times. So it's very weird that now she's like, I had a missed call from my friend Jen McCabe. Also, like she's your family. I know Lally puts me to sleep too. I'm sorry. I'm trying to like get through this part. But I think it's important to see that like she's lying to everybody. Like she's not just lying when like Alan Jackson is like, actually, I don't even think Jackson. I think it's Yannetti. When Yannetti is like cross-examining her, but it's like she's just lying all the time to everybody, no matter what. I think they are very close. I actually asked Boozy about this or Sam about this recently because I didn't think that they were that close, but apparently they are. But saying friend is weird regardless.
there any sort of notation in regard to the missed call as to what time that missed call had come in?
But it was
4:53, we all know.
5:55, maybe?
Nope, maybe not.
So sometime earlier in the morning.
Early morning, yes.
And
Okay, so it was 4:53. And what she's trying to do now, for anybody who's not aware of this, in Julie Albert's police report, she stated, or it was written, we don't know because nothing was ever recorded, but in the report, it says that she found out that John was dead from a phone call from Jen at 4:53 a.m., which is a very weird thing for the police report, aka Julie, to say, since she didn't find out, she being Jen, did not find out that John was dead until 6 o'clock. And 4:53 is before 6 o'clock. So exactly what Kitty just said, she needed to make it later, but she doesn't even make it later enough. So the phone call really came in at 4:53 a.m. She says 5:55 a.m., which is still before 6, which is still too early for that phone call to have happened. So whoever just said skip to cross-examination, I really want to, but there's some gems in here that I think are really important for us to pay attention to. Emma from Hawaii gets me.
beyond.
You know, what kills me is like I had a complete revelation about this whole the whole everything. This trial, like, oh my gosh, I finally get it, and I talked about it some on Sunday too. I think right before you came in, you just came in to hear me talk about my deformed head, but like then watching this, I'm like, hold on, I can't remember what I was thought of 30 minutes ago. It's so, and I've seen this before.
I
It
just
gets
turned
me
your
every
mic
time.
volume down. I just turned you
Okay.
down.
Well, I always need to be turned
Tell me
down.
if that's better. I forgot to turn you down when I was playing around with it. Sorry. Sorry, what were you saying? Yeah, I mean,
I have
Bev
no idea
probably
what's
asked
going
for a
on.
piece of gum. Going on with Julie right now, or in the trial right now, or what?
No, I had like this complete revelation, like where I understood everything, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, it all makes sense." And I think I messaged you. I said, "Oh my gosh, I love Squirrel Skull." Like that's what I was talking about. And I was like, I think I even wrote stuff down about it too, or something. I don't know. I can't remember now. And then because as soon as you put her on, I started watching this, and I've seen it before, but I'm back to being confused. It's so weird how this does. It's a black hole.
Well, I feel like part of what's confusing is there is something very confusing about like watching people lie and trying to keep up with people's lies to the point that you're like, what is even real? Like, okay, so here's the things that you need to know to like understand where we're at in the testimony. Julie's married to Chris. Their son is Colin. Julie was out at the waterfall until like 10 o'clock. Then she said she had a migraine and she went home. And that's basically where we are in the testimony now. She's about to tell us a convoluted lie about Colin getting home that will enjoy the fiction story that we're about to listen to. Actually, I think I have to go back
So
for
she
that.
left the waterfall because of a headache?
She
Or
left
because
the
she couldn't afford
waterfall,
a
not
burger?
loves the waterfall.
No,
She
yeah,
left.
left. She left it because she had a headache.
Because
Okay.
she couldn't afford the burger.
She couldn't afford the burgers. When I figured, how
She
much are
left because
fries?
she
Do
was
they have onion
hungry.
rings? She went to
Wait,
Taco Bell.
she left because she was hungry and she couldn't afford the burger. Oh my god, I hate that. Okay, Prince of
2
Wilson,
enchiladas, a
$5 and
5-layer
said
burrito, and a donation
nice
to
thing.
the scholarship fund at Taco Bell was $15 tonight.
Well, that's different though. Like a fast food place is different than a restaurant. This is very nice, Prince of Wales. I appreciated earlier when you told me to stop whining. I actually needed that kick in the butt a little bit more than I need the compliments, but thank you. You're the best. We're all mad here sent $2 and said, I love your attention to detail. Thank you. I appreciate
love the
that.
Cheshire
Also,
cat.
Jody Callahan sent $9.99 and said, I'm a natural blonde, so summertime, I look like Doc the Bounty Hunter, so I can't shade Julie's appearance in this recording. It's nothing like Crypt Keeper from the 90s. Not at all. Wait, you guys, somebody needs to know this. Iggy Pop. Somebody in the in Mel and Rebecca's chat said that she looks just like Iggy Pop. And now I need everybody to go look up a picture of Iggy Pop because I literally can't even pull it up because it's too spot on. I don't want it. I can't. It's so spot on. It's perfect. I actually can't handle it. Okay, let's keep watching. I just went back a little bit just to hear her lie about her going home.
I think right away, I just wasn't going to do that because I wasn't feeling well. And I think I might have said, talk to Chris because I wasn't going to do it.
And is that something that she mentioned over the course of that evening, once, more than once, or something?
Just once to me.
So when you get home, at some point, the rest of your family came home at some point in the evening, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And who came home first? Your husband, Christopher, or your son, Colin?
My husband.
Do you know about what time that was?
I want to say.
Okay, so now she's saying, okay, and hold on, tell me that's not her. Okay.
So bad.
Stop. Okay, So can we just already talk about what she just said? It's like she mixed up her script and Colin's script. The question was like, what time did Chris get home? Hold on. Let's go back. What time did Chris get home or what time did Colin get home? Either way, the answer is 12:10. Everything happened in Canton at
Over the course of
12:10.
That evening, once, more than once, or something else?
Just once to me.
So when you get home, at some point, the rest of your family came home at some point in the evening, correct?
Okay,
Yes.
the rest of your family gets home at
And,
some point.
Who came home first? Your husband, Christopher, or your son, Colin?
My husband.
You know about what time that was?
I want to say about after 12, maybe 12:10, around there.
Okay, so Chris gets home around there at 12:10. Now, we know for sure that that's not true because we find out when Chris testifies that he does not leave the waterfall until he does not leave the waterfall until 12:14. Look at your thumbnail. Okay, so we can already tell for sure that she is lying because she's so adamant about 12:10, which is everyone's favorite time apparently in this town. But there's no possible way that Chris could have gotten home at 12:10 because he doesn't leave until 12:14. Keep that in mind when we play out the entire rest of her timeline because for any of like what the other people like to say, like, oh, she
Wait,
wasn't
this is
looking
his
at her
mom?
phone. This is Colin's mom.
Okay, okay.
So Julie says her husband, not Colin yet. We're still on
Okay.
Chris. So her
Sorry.
husband, Chris, she says that he gets home first and he gets home at 12:10. Now it's possible she's not looking at her phone. Like you're like, oh, maybe it's like 12:15, maybe it's 12:20, maybe whatever. But
But you can't park in the
series of
driveway because Higgins is there.
no, this is not that house. They live in a different. They're not going to 34 Fairview. They're just going home.
Okay, sorry. Okay, yeah. All right.
They live near the waterfall. I'm glad you're saying that because we can clear those things up.
Okay.
My point is she might not be looking at her phone and that's fine, but the series of events that's going to play out is going to be the same. And then we can actually go back and fill in the time. So if her timeline starts with one moment that she is wrong about the time, but we can then play out all the rest of the moments. Like, am I making sense? Like, you might not remember exactly the time that somebody walked in the house, but you do remember they walked in the house. Then I said hi. Then I took a shower. Then my son got home. Then this happened. Then that happened. And all the events that happened are the same, whether she was looking at the time. And then we can actually know the time because we know that Chris left the waterfall at 12:14 and it took 7 minutes to walk home. So he walks in the house at 12:21. So we can start the timeline with that and we can just pay attention to her order of events. Okay, here we go.
Nope, so she's 11 minutes off.
Yeah.
So sometime around 12:10?
Sometime around 12:10, yes.
And what, if anything, do you recall specifically about when your husband, Christopher, came?
And yes, also in
he came upstairs to my room. He was shivering because it was cold out. And he immediately went to the bathroom, got undressed, and got into bed.
And your son?
So let's play that one out for a second. If you're shivering, do you just immediately take your clothes off and get in bed? I mean,
Colin, is he naked?
Yes.
Yeah.
And about how long was it after your husband came home that your son Colin?
I gotta wear a t-shirt, man. Can't do that.
Okay, so let's play that one out. This is a very, very, very important moment. So, like I just said, we don't have to know that her exact timing can be wrong, but the order of events can be right. So what she just said is Chris got home. He came upstairs. He went in the bathroom and he immediately got into bed. So let's say that entire thing took 3 minutes. So, and that's giving him the benefit of the doubt. So Chris leaves the waterfall at 12:14. It takes him 7 minutes to walk home. He gets home at 12:21, 12:22. It takes 3 minutes to walk up the stairs, do his little naked thing, and then
His wiggle
that's what she
dance.
just said.
He's got wiggle,
Colin
wiggle,
got
wiggle.
home. Yeah, exactly. Colin got home 10 to 15 minutes after that. What time does that put us at? And then I promise I'm going to stop pausing, but I just feel like this part is so important.
So he got home at 12:14.
So that's 12:25. She says 10 to 15 minutes after that, 12:35, 12:40. That puts Colin getting home between 12:35 and 12:40
Okay.
from the testimony of his own mom. Okay, I'll let it play now, I promise.
Were you essentially waiting up for him?
Oh, yes. Yep.
Is that sort of common practice?
Yes. I do not go to bed until my kids are home.
And is there another common practice as far as when your kids come home, where do they go when they first come in?
They immediately will always come in the door, maybe grab a water out of the fridge and come upstairs and give me a kiss goodnight and tell me that they're home.
Now,
They walk into the naked room.
Yes.
And so Colin came into your room at some point?
Yep. He came right upstairs. Yes.
I've never walked into my parents' naked room. My parents didn't have a naked room. There was none of that. No.
Me neither, but I kind of see it for them, honestly.
Like, I feel like it was very important for them to discuss how viral their lives are, like how active. I can't even say it. I can't say it. I'm embarrassed.
I know
I'm
exactly what you
embarrassed.
mean, though. That you're so right.
There are things that like I know I will be saying, and then I like Emily, like I'll stop myself. I'm like, I can't say something like that because it's like, oh, sorry.
No, I
That's
feel
what I
the same
love about
way.
this. I love our relationship where it really is. It's like what y'all see.
Sunshine love is our kind of people.
Right.
Okay. I'm not allowed
Oh.
to keep pausing it. Or I'm gonna get yelled at
Don't
by
listen
Cool
to Mitchell.
Beans. No, Mitchell
And
said my
when Colin
pauses.
came into your room and came upstairs, did you have occasion to observe him as far as talk to him, obviously?
Yes. We talked for a minute. He asked me if I was feeling better.
Oh, jeez.
And yeah, we talked for a moment.
And during that
And Dad's shivering naked.
similar to what I had asked you with regard to Mr. O'Keefe.
Dad's just over there naked. Also, Dad's been working all day at the pizza shop. Then he went out. He's been drinking for the past 4 hours. Then he walked home and immediately got into bed without showering.
Do you imagine how gross those sheets are? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet you
Also-
that room has a constant smell.
Also, just to be really clear, I really hope that the Karen's team has gone back through this testimony like that because Colin's timeline, Chris's timeline, Julie's timeline are so obvious if you actually just like play it out. And I hope that they did that before any of the depositions.
What, if any, injuries or anything did you observe on your son, Colin?
None.
And fair to say the next day at some point you talked to and had interaction with your son?
Yes.
And what, if any, injuries or anything did you observe?
None. None.
So I know this is sort of hard, so wait till Mr. Lally finishes his question
Okay.
before answering, okay?
But I already know the answers.
Yeah.
Now, after
I already
some
know the
We
Colin
went
questions.
over them. I had to
and
memorize. I got to hurry up.
went to bed, is that
I
right?
had to get back home and change the sheets.
And
Look
turning
how
your
slow
attention
she
to
says
that
like
morning,
2 of them.
Saturday morning of the 29th. About what time was it that you woke up?
I woke up about 8-ish.
And with regard to your nephew, Brian Jr., whose birthday it was now on the 29th, what, if any, sort of tradition do you have with
So she said she woke up at 8, but also she got a phone call at 4:53 that said that John was dead. So then either like she was like, okay, thanks for
Well,
letting
yeah,
me
she
know.
already said that, didn't she?
Just went back to sleep. Yeah. Like, I don't even understand. Like, what do you mean you woke up at 8-ish? Like, you just told us you got a phone call. You lied and said it was 5:55, but it was a missed
And she
call, but
was there
also
as
you
a-
knew what
Okay,
you
so
said it
maybe
was a
this
missed
is
call,
like-
but also it was answered according to your call log, and you knew what they said.
and she was at the
Legal
waterfall,
deuces
right?
trumped.
And she had to leave?
She was at the waterfall, but then she left. She said she had a migraine, and we don't see her really. I also can't watch. I've told you this before. Like, I feel like when I watch the waterfall video, it's like when some people look at like magic eye pictures and like they can see the picture, but other people can't. Like, I look at it and I cannot see what's going on. So she could be there, and I just have no idea.
Are you talking about those 3D things? That
Yeah, you know, the
you,
ones where
see
it's
a-
like relax your eyes and then you'll like see a picture.
I can't believe you said that. This is-
Why?
You don't see those anymore. And then like the other day, like somebody,
Yeah, because they
of course, I
probably like
haven't been in
messed up our like
Spencer's.
eye muscles.
Oh yeah, right. They were like, what are those things? Messages, but anyway, they're satanic messages or something. Like playing the record backwards. I forget what it was, but
Yeah, yeah.
somebody
Like play the
posted it
Beatles
the other
album
day.
backwards, and then it tells you like who like Charles Manson was like next.
Follow Charles Manson.
Yeah.
Go to church at Satan's house.
Don't give them any ideas. They're gonna say Turtle Boy's doing that to us. They're gonna like play his shows backwards and be like, it says Turtle Boy cult.
Oh, they should play
Okay.
them backwards. If they play all the stuff, there's secret codes if you play
Every
all the
year
Turtle
on his
Boy stuff
birthday,
backwards.
I go to Dunkin' Donuts. I get him 6 donuts, and I bring them to the house, and I leave them there with a card before he gets up. So when he wakes up, they're there. I've been doing it for years.
For who?
Is that what your intention was on this morning as well?
This for
Yeah.
his birthday?
You did on that.
Yes.
Now, when you
If
woke
you
up-
give me Dunkin' Donuts on my birthday, I don't want to talk to you anymore. You're not my friend.
Wait, but just wait to hear what she does with it. She buys him the donuts. She leaves them in his car. Do you know how annoying it is to go out to your car in a blizzard? It was right before the snow was starting, so I do believe the Dunkin' was open. Like America runs on Dunkin', but yeah, she's
Don't you
getting
have
in a
any
half dozen.
local donut shops?
Yeah. Actually, we have like a bunch. It's like that's like the
That's
new
what I-
trend right now. It's like the donut. There's like Duck Donuts, and there's
Oh yeah, Dunkin' Donuts.
um
That's kinda cool. Have you been there? Takes a while.
I ordered delivery from there on Carter's birthday, and then he didn't like them, and I was like, well, now what do I
Of
do with
course
a
he didn't like 'em.
dozen
You gotta take him in
donuts?
there and show him how they're made.
I know. Okay, we can't keep getting distracted, but
I'm not
do you know how
distracted.
ridiculous it is for somebody to be like, happy birthday, there's donuts in your car? Not just because they're cold, but because then you have to put your boots on. Yeah, Blackbird Donuts is so good. You have to put your boots on, you have to put your jacket on, you have to like bundle up, you have to go out to your car, like unlock your car, get your like, no, it's snowing.
Wait,
Nobody does
did
that.
she say she's done this for years?
Yeah, every year.
The most it
There's
can
Duck
be is
Donuts
his
in
4th year.
Duck Donuts is in Walpole. Okay.
point did you look at your phone?
Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts got
Yes.
started in Hilton Head or
And
something,
when you
didn't
looked
it?
at the screen to your phone, what, if anything, did you see?
I had a missed call from my friend Jen McCabe.
And was there any sort of
This is the part.
notation
Okay.
in regard to the missed call as to what time that missed call had come in?
It was
We
5.
saw that part wrong. But okay. So we just saw that part. But before we keep going, that call says that it's answered
Morning, yes.
on the
And
call log.
beyond the missed call, was there any other sort of stamp or notification on the phone as far as a voicemail, text message?
Nope. I'm sorry. No, there was not.
And not from Ms. McKay, correct?
Correct.
And not from anybody else?
Correct.
And at any point in time on that morning over the phone, did you speak with Ms. McKay?
No, I did not.
And did you call her? So you didn't call her back or anything like that?
I did not.
And so after you wake up, at some point you go to Dunkin' Donuts and get the 6 donuts?
Yes.
And where did you go with those?
I drove to 34 Fairview.
And when you arrived at 34 Fairview, where did you park in relation to the house?
I pulled into the driveway.
And when you came up to the house and you were driving to the house, at this point, what was the weather like?
It was coming down. The snow was coming down pretty good.
And with reference to the house, what, if anything, did you notice out of the ordinary with regard to the house or the street or anything else?
Jennifer McCabe's car was in the driveway.
And as far as any other vehicles on the street or anything like that, what was going on at that point?
I don't recall. I don't.
Nothing you can recall?
No.
But what time was this that you
She's
got
like,
there?
I don't know what the right answer is.
8:30, 9 o'clock, 8:30. Around that.
And when you get there, you pull in the driveway. What?
I opened my car door. I got out to walk to the car in front of me to leave the donuts and card inside my nephew Brian's car. And Brian Albert came to the door.
I'm sorry, I need to pause again. In the photos from that morning, Brian Albert Jr.'s car is not in the driveway. So like literally
she
no part
goes
of this
over
story
there.
is true. Yes,
Wait, she goes over there? Is that right? That's
So
why I'm missing all this.
So
Or I
okay,
missed
so
all this.
no, this is why this
I
is
understand it now.
confusing because it doesn't make sense. It's like your brain is trying to make things make sense that are stupid. So
So she goes, she's like, oh, I got to go over there. I got to rush over there with some donuts. So she goes to get
because
6
it's his
donuts.
birthday. Basically, her point is she doesn't know that John is dead. She doesn't know that this is her story. She doesn't know that anybody's going to be over there. She's just randomly on another mission that brings her to her nephew's house, which happens to be 34 Fairview because it happens to be his birthday. And he does this every year. So she does it just like every year. She just like goes and gets some donuts. She leaves it in the
How old
car.
is he?
It's like 20. How old was he turning? 24 or something?
Just the oldest one? The one in the Navy?
It's the one who's like Julie Nagel and Sarah Levinson's friend. That's like why they were at the house for his birthday party. And so yeah, is it 23? Is that correct? I actually don't even know if I ever knew that. I feel like his birthday really got pooped on. Like it's like they really ruined his birthday, and this whole time everybody's saying happy birthday and nobody even knows how old he was turning. I trust Trial Channel 23 sounds right. Okay. So
happy birthday. You got to deal with a dead body on your lawn.
And it's like, and your parents ruined your birthday for life. Like you're going to hear this for the rest of your life. I actually hope for his sake that, do we know was his birthday the 29th or no, it is the 29th because that's when she's bringing it over. Never mind. They ruined his birthday. My brain.
So she goes over there though. And then she gets there. There's all these cops. And she's like, I have donuts. No, I mean,
there wasn't
I would
any
not take
cops there. Actually, there is supposed to still
at
be
8
like the leaf
o'clock?
blower videos. Yeah. So
There were
she
cops there
says
till,
like
like, noon or something, I thought.
no. Well, you thought
But
that
they had
because
the
again,
leaf blowers and they had the cups and they did all that stuff.
yeah, so that happened at like 7:30 and then they like left at 8. And then
All the cops are gone.
Yeah, but like an hour into it. So then what happens is Julie goes inside. They're all chit-chatting inside. So it's Julie, Chris, Jen, Matt, Brian Albert, Nicole Albert, and Brian Higgins. Randomly Brian Higgins is there. Brian Albert Jr. is not there because his car's not there. Caitlin left. It all gets weird. Chloe, the dog, not there. And she then while they're having their little chit chat in there, they're like, oh my God. This is when Jen says, like, oh my God, I just remembered. Like,
was Chloe there?
No, Chloe's somewhere else.
On the 29th? They already got rid of the dog?
Like got rid of as in not in the house anymore, not got rid of as killed. No. Like Caitlin took the dog, I think, supposedly, allegedly, in my opinion. Happy almost birthday.
That's a pretty important thing because we're saying that it looks like dog bites on the arm. And then, like, I just realized I don't know any time I've ever heard all these people like Proctor's over there at the house like 17 times in the next 5 days and like all this stuff. And like, was there a dog greeting you at the door?
No.
No dog.
You don't
Nobody
hear
thinks-
you don't hear the dog bark once on the on any of the dash cam video. We can hear Karen say like, "My boyfriend, I left him. He never came home." But you never hear like "ruff" to any like my dog's gonna bark just hearing me do that.
See, my dogs
There's
wouldn't. That's and these are the only 2 dogs I've ever had that wouldn't. But
if there was 45 strangers on your front lawn
my
screaming.
Labrador would be wagging his tail, just thinking, "Yes, all these people came over to see me."
But okay, so even that then when the officers walk into the house, they'd be like, "Oh my God, a dog is here." Like he'd be like at the front door waiting for them, right? So if we're gonna say he's not like aggressively barking, like
Yeah,
the officers are gonna know your dog is there.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
So
Like the only time my
their
dogs would be
officers that
barking
go
is if
in.
you had put them up so they can't come out and see them. They'd be like, "Oh no, I want to go see, who's my friends." My
Your
dogs are the
dog is
ones that can
you.
break. It may not be real smart, but he's cute.
Chloe's trying to eat faces. It's not like okay, we got to keep playing this, otherwise people are going to yell at us. But oh yeah, and they called Chloe it. Thank you, Vehar Beauty, for pointing out the very important detail that they called their dog.
It wasn't there.
They
I'm
say
gonna
like
stop
it
calling
was
Chloe.
outside. I let it go outside before I brought it back in. The only reason why we know, where did that just go? The only reason why we know that it wasn't already rehomed by that time is because it bites somebody in a little while. A couple months later, it just bites the neighbor. And there's records of that. So that's the only reason why we know it was not rehomed yet, Chloe Cassidy Cora.
But it's not in the house.
Okay. It bit somebody outside the house.
Brian Albert
No,
Sr. came to the door and he told me to come in, asked me to come in for a second. And I said,
okay, hold on. We have to watch that part again. This is actually really important. So this is what she's saying right now is so she just happens to be at 34 Fairview dropping off donuts in her nephew's car, even though there's about to be a snowstorm. And then look, Brian Albert Jr. comes to the door and asked me to come in.
What did you do?
I opened my car door. I got out to walk to the car in front of me to leave the donuts and card inside my nephew Brian's car. And Brian Albert came to the door. Brian Albert Sr. came to the door and he told me to come in, asked me to come in for a second. And I said that I didn't need to. And he said, I'm just leaving this gift for Brian Jr. And he said, no, just come in for a second. So I went into the house.
And when you walk into 34 Fairview Road on that morning,
Dunkin' Donuts aren't a gift.
Nicole Albert, Brian Albert, Brian Higgins, Jennifer McCabe, and Matt McCabe.
And where were they in relation to the house?
In the kitchen.
And
With no Chloe.
did they tell you at that time?
When I first walked in, nothing. Everyone was just sitting there and I was looking around and everyone was visibly upset. And I asked what's going on. And another maybe 30 seconds went by and Jen said, something's happened to John. And I said, John, she said, John O'Keefe. And I said, is he okay?
Objection.
No, I'm going to allow it.
I said, is he okay? And she said, we don't know. And that was that.
And after hearing that information,
Mhm.
how long were you at your brother and sister-in-law's house that night?
Probably about half hour, 45 minutes, maybe.
And where did you go from there?
I went home to wake my husband up to let him know what had happened.
And at some point after you go home and wake up your husband, where did you and your husband go?
We went back to I woke up my husband, told him what had happened, and we went back to Fairview.
And so the second time that you had gone back to Fairview,
Mhm.
how long a period of time were you there that?
I would say probably half hour. Not long.
And then after that half hour or so, where'd you go after?
Okay, sorry. I feel like I forgot that part. That their whole story is that she had to go drive back home, tell Chris at home what happened to John, wake him up, and then go back to Fairview. Yes, exactly what Dexter Save Us from the Commonwealth said. She already knew Jen called her and told her. Exactly. Also, I was just racing around doing like 400
Chris come
things.
back with her?
So the whole thing is she was just out on this errand alone because ended up at 34 Fairview with no idea that this was going on, and then had to go wake Chris up. Also, like, everybody can butt dial each other except when you actually want to make a phone call, you have to go home and get the person. You can't call.
Doesn't leave a trace. So she goes, but when
Jen
she wakes
called
him
her
up,
at 4:53 a.m.
she wakes him up. Then what? What do they do?
Then they go back to 34 Fairview, and then we're going to find out what happens next.
Does
I
he
just
put on
forgot
clothes?
that part. God only knows. Okay,
It
here
can
we
be
go.
really cold
Home
if
to
he
my house.
doesn't.
During either of those occasions when you were at 34 Fairview Road on the morning of the 29th, you had occasion to talk and observe Brian Albert Sr., correct?
Yes.
And similar to questions that I asked you with regard to Mr. O'Keefe and your son Colin, what, if any, injuries or anything out of place did you note with respect to Brian Albert Sr.?
Nothing that I saw.
And, same question with respect to
She's
Mr.
not going to
King, as
tell
far as
us.
You made off.
She's not going to be like, he had an injury. Nothing that I saw. Was there an injury, like his shoulder injury, that you didn't see?
Observations and spoke at least in the same room as him on that morning?
Yes.
And what, if anything, did you observe as far as injuries or anything else on Mr. Higgins?
Nothing.
When you woke up your husband that next morning, your other two sons, being Colin and Dylan, they were at home still?
Yes, they were at home still asleep.
And with regard to when you went to Fairview, came back with your husband, went back to Fairview, and then came back again, were they still asleep?
I don't remember.
Do you recall, well, let me put it this way. As far as your sons, did either of your sons come back with you to Fairview Road that day?
No, they did not.
And do you recall whether or not either Colin or Dylan was awake when you left the second time to go to Fairview?
I don't.
At some point, a few days after this, did you have occasion to meet with a couple troopers from the state police?
Yes, I did. They came to my home.
And when you say they, how many of them came?
There were two.
And you spoke to them that day in reference to what you had observed at the waterfall, everything you just testified?
Yes, I did.
May I have one moment, Your Honor?
Yes.
Just one last question. When you, Mrs. Albert, when you came over to Fairview Road that first time with the donuts, as far as the inside of the house, what, if anything, did you observe as far as the condition of the home or anything about the home that seems abnormal or out of place or off, from the evening before when you were there?
Nothing.
I have nothing further for this witness, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Gianetti.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Ms. Albert.
Good afternoon.
You and I have never met, correct?
Correct.
I just wanted to pick up on a question and an answer that Mr. Lally asked you and that you responded to. He had just asked you whether or not a few days later you spoke with a couple of state troopers. Do you recall that question?
Yes.
And your answer was yes?
Yes.
You would agree with me that it was more than just a few days later, correct?
I
It
don't
was
recall.
February 10th of 2022 that two state troopers came to speak with you and your husband, Chris, correct?
Correct.
And so we're talking about 13 days later, almost 2 weeks later, correct?
If that was the date. Yes, correct.
Prior to February 10th, no investigator from this case bothered to talk to you or your husband, correct?
Correct.
Now, in terms of the two investigators who did come, you knew one of them quite well, did you not?
I knew them. I wouldn't say quite well, but I knew them.
Okay, so just to clarify for anybody who might be lost, aka expert, on February 10th, Yuri Buchanan and Michael Proctor come to interview Chris and Julie for the first time in this investigation. Now, just to be clear, so that we don't forget, Karen was arrested February 2nd. So you would think in a normal investigation, you would have like investigated already, but no, like we're doing we're flying the plane as we're building the plane as we're flying it, as the saying goes. So on February 10th, they have a big day. Michael Proctor and Yuri Buchanan find taillight that day. It's a nice warm day. It's actually like a beautiful day. All the snow melted. They find some, but not all the taillight that's going to be left there. Hey girl, hey. So February 10th, they find some, but not all of the taillight that's left. They're saving some of it for 8 more days from there on February 18th, like just because it's like, if you have like a cookie that you really like, you like don't eat it all at once. You want to save some of it. So that happens in the morning. Then they do something else that I can't think of right now. Then they send a whole bunch of really sketchy emails like that happen like at the same time as the investigation, that the interview that they're about to do. It's like they send an email at like 4:52, but this interview is also happening like at about the same time. So anyway, so they go to Chris and Julie's house. This is Yuri and Michael Proctor. And their police report about this starts off, following formal introductions, aka they show up and they say, "Hi, I'm Michael Proctor." And Julie's like, "Hi, I'm Julie. It's nice to meet you. I don't know you at all." Boozie's just getting back from Ariana Grande. That's adorable. I love that for you. Okay, so that's what's happening here. Here we go.
When you say you knew them.
Him. I'm sorry, him.
Okay. And who was it that you knew?
Michael Proctor.
Michael Proctor was the brother of one of your close friends, correct?
Correct.
You're close friends with Courtney Proctor, correct?
I am.
And by the way, your maiden name is Daniels, correct?
Yes, it is.
And you have a sister, Jill Daniels, correct?
Yes, I do.
And you would agree that Jill Daniels is also lifelong best friends with Courtney Proctor, correct?
Yes, she is.
Oh, no, I know who she
Because
is.
of your relationship with Courtney Proctor, you socialize with her, do you not?
Objection.
I feel like they almost didn't need to, like, now knowing the relationship better, and like maybe Yannetti like didn't know this at the time, but now that I know it better, it feels like they almost didn't even need to do the Courtney and Jillian route at all, and they could have just been like, "You babysat for Courtney's kids for 9 years. Like, you were her nanny, correct? You did Thanksgiving at her house." Like, they didn't need the additional like sister relationship.
Occasionally, yes.
Go out for drinks with her, correct?
Yes.
You've attended parties with her, correct?
Yes.
You've also provided childcare for her children, correct?
Yes.
Objection. We'll strike.
All right, I'll see you on sidebar on this, Mr. Day. Everybody.
So, Ms. Albert, you provided childcare for Courtney Proctor's children?
Objection.
Need a time.
I need to know this sidebar now. I'm pulling this up.
Have you ever provided childcare for Courtney Proctor's children?
Objection.
So you
Like
need-
she like stopped and swallowed real hard. Like she messed. It was
Before
weird.
January of
Her body language.
2022, did you provide childcare for Courtney Proctor's children?
Yes.
When?
$2019. 2019.
Just that 1 year?
Yeah, it was pre-COVID. And then when COVID happened and everything shut down, I wasn't helping her any longer.
Okay.
And then occasionally
She actually was her babysitter from like 2012, 2013 until like 2020. This is such a crock of shit. I need to pull up the
Online,
sidebar.
After, I would help just on an as needed basis
Okay.
after COVID.
And during that year of 2019, how often did you watch her children?
2 days a week.
And she had a boy and a
So
girl?
3.
Correct.
What were their names?
Jack and Caroline.
And Jack and Caroline were Trooper Proctor's niece and nephew, correct?
Yes.
The Proctor family entrusted you with the care of their children, correct?
Objection.
It's sustained as asked.
You know that Michael Proctor is a state trooper, correct?
Yes.
You knew that he also was from Canton?
Yes.
You knew his wife, Elizabeth Proctor?
Yes.
And you were also aware that Courtney Proctor had recommended you to also watch Michael Proctor and Elizabeth Proctor's children, correct?
Objection. Move to strike.
That objection sustained.
But you go back a long way with Courtney Proctor, correct?
Correct.
In fact, you were certainly at her wedding, correct?
Objection.
Sustained.
Your son was a ring bearer at that wedding.
Objection.
Right, so we'll sustain that through this witness.
You've spent time.
So we'll sustain that through this witness. I closed everything and now I have no idea where you are. Means like
Where I am, I'm still here.
there you are. Means like don't ask about that through this witness. You can get it through another witness, but then she would do that through each witness to the point where it's like, well, then who am I supposed to ask for it through? Hold on. I have the sidebar pulled up now. And oh my gosh. Okay, wait, the babysitting one. Okay, so I'm going to read this to you guys because I actually think this is interesting. Hold on. Do you want to see it when I read it? That could be helpful.
Oh, you gotta hang on to this patio.
This is also all on foyaandfindout.com if you guys want to see it for yourself. But so, Courtney Proctor, you socialized with her, blah, blah, blah. You provided childcare for her children. Objection, move to strike. I'll see you at sidebar. Bev says, what is the objection? Lally says, the same objection as with the last witness, Your Honor, which is what I mean by Bev will say these things like, you can get it in, but not with this witness. And it's like, well, the same one with this witness too. Bev says she has a little more of a connection than her husband. What do you intend to do with this? Yannetti says, I mean, it's not only relevant and material. In my view, it's absolutely crucial evidence. I'm trying to attack the integrity of this investigation, the things that the police did not do to prevent the conflict of interest. It goes directly to our Bowden. It is, and Bev interrupts and says, so what is it that the police didn't do here? I agree with you. You can go with that. But when I gave you the opportunity the last time, you didn't really go back to that. So what do you want to do about what they didn't do? Well, like, I don't know. Explore it. Yannetti says, I want to explore just how tied in this family is with the Proctors. And then point out, not only did they not point it out in any investigator, but Proctor never pointed it out either. They kept this relationship a secret when there was a clear conflict of interest. The only way I can make that argument is if I lay a foundation through this witness as to the extent of their relationship. Bev says, like, what do you intend to ask? Yannetti says, again, they haven't called Proctor yet. He will be called either by the Commonwealth or the defense. I don't want to be in a situation where Proctor can just disavow everything. And then Bev says, just to be clear, if Proctor does totally disavow, then you can call the people back, assuming it's not too collateral, and then you can build a foundation. We still have a long way to go in testimony. And Yannetti says, Okay, I hope that becomes moot because the court is going to allow it now. You had asked me. So Bev literally says earlier, like, I'm going to let you do this. And then he says,
It's
so you're going
spelled
to
wrong.
let me. And Bev says, that's pretty bold, Mr. Yannetti. What was spelled wrong?
Moot. It's spelled mute.
Yeah, I think that
It
means
becomes
moot,
mute.
right? I think
Should
that's what
be
they meant to
MOOT.
say. Yeah, right?
Be a
Okay.
moot point.
Yannetti says, who is calling Michael
You're
Proctor?
good.
Who is calling Courtney Proctor back? Who is calling? And okay, basically they go back and forth of Bev being an asshole. I don't know how much of this you want to hear or how much this is interrupting the like flow. But this is where
Never seen
Yannetti
any of
lays
this
it out.
stuff, so
Okay, good. Okay, so Yannetti basically lays it out and says it's specifically on relevant days to my client's case on February 1st when she's arrested. So I'm sorry, February 1st before. So February 1st before Karen is arrested, February 2nd when she's arraigned, and when she's they talk on the phone. Courtney Proctor and Julie Albert talk on the phone the morning of February 1st before she's arrested, after the evening of February 1st after she's arrested, February 2nd when Karen is arraigned. And then Yannetti says this witness is acting as a go-between the lead investigator, Michael Proctor. I'm sorry, Courtney is operating as a go-between Michael Proctor and this witness. I need to be able to get into that. We have the records. And Bev is like,
wow.
What was the question specifically that you just asked? I thought it was too far afield. And Yannetti says, let's go back and see. What was the question? The question was, you've also provided childcare for her children, correct? Question mark. That's what Bev thinks is too far afield.
But she also said she allowed it and he didn't explore it with a different witness. And
Yep.
then,
Chris Albert was the witness before, and they tried to get into it with him. And at that time, Bev had said that it's not with this witness. And she was kind of right about that because the relationship in this case that they're talking about really is between Julie Albert and Courtney Proctor. They were the ones who talked on the phone 76 times. Courtney Proctor is the one who was talking directly to Michael Proctor. Like, that is the relationship that really matters. Honestly, the where did it just go? The Colin being the ring bearer at the wedding, this that Cusco just said, this actually just only is like helpful for us now to like really understand for Courtney where this like relationship started and like how much she really cares about Colin specifically. But in terms of I kind of can get behind Bev on like in terms of just the investigation, the ring bearer isn't even important anymore because the really important part is that all through this investigation, Courtney is talking to her brother Michael 5 to 6 times a day, and Courtney is talking to Julie Albert 76 times in a 3-month period. And that is like really all that matters. So the fact that Bev is spending this time giving them a hard time about getting it in through Julie is crazy. And then there was one more I wanted to show you. There was one more like where we just were, but we'll get to that when we get back into it.
but couldn't that also, I mean, if they're that close of friends 76 times in 3 months, I mean, I don't know, is that a lot?
To talk on the phone? Yeah. I really think it is. Like, and I'm not even just saying that because it's like, yes, it is. Like, think about like even your very closest, like 76 times in a 3-month period is a ton. It's definitely not very rarely. I think it also does depend if you're looking at somebody and you're like, oh, this is somebody who's like on their phone constantly, like this is just another person that they talk to every day versus like this is something that ramped up in this time. Like it would be really interesting to see like what does the 3 months before and the 3 months after this look like?
At Michael Proctor's childhood home, have you not?
Yes.
You've been to the pool at the Proctor's house, correct?
Yes.
How many times have you been to the Proctor's pool?
I'd say maybe a dozen.
And you've certainly taken your children there as well?
Yes.
Colin has been to the Proctor's pool?
Yes.
And you've seen Michael Proctor's mother and father at that pool, correct?
Yes.
You've seen Courtney Proctor and her husband at that pool, correct?
Yes.
You are very close with Courtney Proctor, correct?
How would you define very?
Well, I guess I'd ask you to define very close. Do you deny that you were very close with Courtney Proctor?
No, what?
Objection, Your Honor.
No, go ahead. Next question. You got your answer.
I didn't hear the answer.
Go ahead, repeat that.
Do you deny that you were very close with Courtney Proctor?
No.
Okay. You talk regularly, correct?
Yes.
You text each other, correct?
Yes.
You also talk by phone.
Very rarely.
Is it fair to, did you say very rarely you talk
Phone.
to Courtney Proctor by phone?
Usually it's text.
But do you stand by that testimony that you talk to Courtney Proctor very rarely by phone?
Do we have a time frame? Do you mean now or do you mean then?
Why is she interjecting?
It is.
I could hear myself.
Between February 1st of 2022.
You tell
and
us.
September 6th of 2022.
Why is she interjecting? Hold on.
Did you only speak
I lost the
rarely
window.
with Courtney Proctor?
Why do you think she's interjecting? None of us have the right answer. We don't know. So what do you think?
Because clowns are at circuses. If a clown moves into a castle, he doesn't become a king. The castle becomes a circus.
That is a phenomenal answer. I agree completely.
I don't recall.
Were you using Courtney Proctor as an intermediary to communicate with Michael Proctor about this case?
Objection.
I'll allow it.
No, I was not.
Are you aware
Oh, Jefferson.
February 1st of 2022,
According to Sam, anytime that she uncontracts her contraction, she's lying. So no, I was not. Miss Beningo says is a lie.
and September 6th of 2022, you and Courtney Proctor spoke by phone 67 times?
Objection.
Were you aware of that?
No, I don't know the exact count.
Do you deny that you spoke 67 times?
I don't deny it, but I don't recall the exact amount of times.
I like that there's no follow-up
You deny that you
objection.
spoke
This is
67
simple.
times. You still want to maintain your testimony that you only talked very rarely with Courtney Proctor during that time period.
I just don't remember the exact amount of times.
Well, you know that my client, Karen Reed, was arrested in connection with this case on February 1st of 2022. Do you not?
I do.
You spoke to Courtney Proctor that date for 12 minutes by phone, correct?
I don't recall exactly. I don't remember exactly.
May I approach?
Sure.
Before I approach,
Mhm.
your memory is exhausted as to whether you spoke to Courtney Proctor that day, and if so, how long the two of you spoke?
I have a smelly
Yes.
naked man coming to my bedroom every night. You'd be forgetting all sorts of things, sir.
I'm showing you a
On
document
purpose.
with a number of
Just
I
show
hit
me.
myself with a hammer.
which
Just
one.
forget.
So the third.
Look at
I-
how mad Bev gets anytime Yannetti's like, hey, I'm just going to give you this so that you can look at X, Y, and Z. And Bev is like, just give it to her. Watch.
She looks like
I'm
dopey.
showing you a document with a number of.
Just show it to her.
Right, no, I just wanted to point out which one that I'm pointing out. So the third, I was missing a number of lines. The third line down if you would take a look at that specific date and time and see if that refreshes your memory.
Like, oh,
About
it's like
That
whether-
looks
so
like a
terrible.
nightmare. That picture right there looks like a nightmare. Get a screenshot
like
of
it
that and
took-
put it into AI to make everybody a clown. A nightmare.
Done.
On February 1st of 2022.
Can you see that or do you need glasses?
No, I can see it.
I do have a pair of readers that I need as well, if you need to borrow them.
Yes, if I could.
Of course.
Thank you. I
And,
left mine downstairs.
I just got these and it's like. the
Mr.
middle.
Yannetti, just bring them up,
Sorry.
please.
It took me a while to figure them out, but anyway.
Thank you. I
that's-
appreciate it.
Let Yannetti just tell his cute story about how he just got readers. He's trying to make her feel more comfortable that she needed readers. God damn, Bev.
This is Emily off the hook tonight.
Yes, I see it. I don't recall. This
Okay.
was a long time ago. Thank you.
And you say that having seen this record, it does not refresh your memory, that you spoke to Courtney Proctor for.
Don't, it does not refresh your memory. That's where you have to leave.
Did Courtney Proctor tell you the day of my client's arrest on February 1st that she had been discussing the case with her brother that day?
Objection.
Sustained.
Did you speak to Courtney Proctor that day in any fashion?
What day exactly?
The day of my client's arrest on February 1st of 2022.
That was on the
That's a good
sheet you
picture.
just gave me?
It was.
Well, I did, obviously, if it was on that sheet.
Okay. And when you talked to her, did she tell you that she had discussed the case with her brother?
Objection.
Sustained.
Were you notified that Karen was going to
He
be
actually has
arrested?
done a good job on
Objection.
these.
Sustained.
What did you discuss?
I don't recall.
The next day, February 2nd of 2022, was the day that my client was arraigned back in Stoughton District Court. Do you recall that?
Yes, I do.
You spoke to Courtney Proctor 3 times that day before my client's publicly televised arraignment at 9 a.m. Did you not?
Again, I don't remember.
After the arraignment,
Well, you get up at 8 o'clock usually, and this 9 o'clock's the
27
arraignment. That's 3 times in an hour.
58 a.m. Did you not?
I don't recall.
Okay. So your testimony is, well, strike that. My client's arrest was pretty big news in Massachusetts, wasn't it?
Objection.
Sustained.
You were aware that my client had been arrested, correct?
Yes, I had seen it on the news.
You were aware that she was being arraigned the very next day, were you not?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. I made your picture. Also, I kind of feel like I want to skip ahead, but I might also just be getting antsy. So, do you feel like we should skip ahead to her talking about the waterfall and getting home and that timeline again of Chris, or do you want this part?
Oh my gosh, that's so perfect. Bev needs to be a little bit chunkier. She
True.
looks, I mean, like her
Okay.
hair, that looks a lot better than her normal hair.
I know that actually looks kind of cool. She would look really cool. Okay. We are going to skip ahead.
Yeah.
To 1. Thank you, Trial Channel, for having the best timestamps. Here we go.
Same time, 12:10 a.m.?
No.
With the court's permission, I'd like to come in a group setting a handful of times, correct?
Just a couple of times.
And during those times,
105. Here we go.
correct?
Correct.
So you would have gotten home maybe shortly after 11:10 p.m. approximately?
Around 11. Yep, around that.
And that was when you entered an empty house, correct?
My son Dylan was home.
Oh, Dylan was home.
Yes.
But Colin was not.
He was not.
And Colin did not come home at 11:30, correct?
Correct.
He did not come home at 11:45, correct?
Correct.
And when the clock turned midnight, he still wasn't home, correct?
Correct.
Now, at some point, your husband Chris came home. Correct?
Yes.
You testified on direct examination that Chris came home at 12:10 a.m. on January 29th.
That's what time I believe he did. Yes.
12:10 a.m. time, did you discuss that precise time with anybody prior to taking the stand yesterday?
No,
Was that coordinated with anybody such that your husband and you gave the same time at 12:10 a.m.?
no.
With the court's permission, I'd like to play the waterfall void video. I think it's exhibit 53, just that portion. Okay. I'm going to allow my colleagues some time to find this, and I'll move on with my questioning in the meantime. We can have the lights on again. Now, I believe you've testified that the waterfall is very close to D&E Pizza, correct?
Correct.
But your house on Maple Street is about a half mile away from the waterfall. Would you agree with that?
About that, yes. Maybe a little less, but about that.
All right. Would you agree it's a 7 or 8 minute walk home from the waterfall if you're walking? I realize you were driving, but if somebody were walking, it would be about 7 or 8 minutes?
Maybe a minute or two less.
Okay. So you would say 6 or 7 minutes would be a better estimate to cover that half mile?
Depends on how fast you walk, yes.
And it was snowing that night, correct?
Correct.
The ground was a little bit slippery.
Yes.
If I could have the lights dimmed again. This is the exhibit I'd like to show you, ma'am. And if you pause 1 second. Do you recognize what's depicted in that video? Does that appear to be the waterfall?
Yes.
Okay. Do you see the time, 12:13 a.m.?
Yes.
Okay, you can run that, Mr. Bates.
What am I missing?
See, it's like the magic eye pictures. Only some people can see it. This is what I mean. This is what I've been talking about. These videos to me are like looking at a magic eye picture. And it's like some people can see it and some people can't. This is Chris Albert back here. But like if I didn't know this, then there's no way that I would know what I was looking at. And this is Trial Channel cleaned up this video and it's still bad. And this is with the lights on and it's still like, I have no idea what's going on. So yeah, this is Chris right here. He's the last one to leave the bar.
So that's where the cash register is, and that's the only camera they got?
Yes. I don't know. Fervent was just there. Maybe he can tell us where all the cameras are. Also,
now look, that does not look like a place I'm paying $17 for a cheeseburger.
Right. I mean, here it does though. You don't understand. Like, if it was any cheaper than that, it's like not a place that people would like. I can't imagine. $17 to me sounds like the cheapest hamburger at a restaurant that there would be like a $12 like lunch special at like a sit down restaurant where you have a waitress, not like a takeout place, not fast food. Also in the pictures, actually, Fervent, can I pull up the picture that you sent me? In the picture, the waterfall looks so much smaller. Where are those pictures? I'm not gonna be able to find it right now. I like was shocked that a band could fit in there. Okay. The point here is that Chris leaves at 12:14.
Can you pause it there?
Thank you.
I'm going to direct your, do you see where it says CH3?
Yes.
And you see the timestamp up the top, correct?
Yes.
Between those
I don't
two
think you get
video, you're going to see somebody walking by. You have to pay attention for the next 6 seconds or so.
It's like tiny.
Stop. Do you
Well, he
recognize that?
walks fast.
Yes, I believe it's my husband.
Okay. If you can run that. Stop. Okay. Would you agree with me that your husband left the waterfall at about 12:13 and 46 seconds?
Well, yes. I mean, that's what it says on the screen.
Okay. So it was closer to 2:14 than to 2:10. Would you agree with that?
12:14, you mean?
You know what? You're right. 12:14, then 12:10.
Yes, that's what I'm seeing.
Thank you. So if he's leaving at around 12:14, and by your testimony, it would have taken him he was walking home. You knew that, correct?
Yes.
He didn't have a car that night.
He did not.
And if it took him 6 or 7 minutes to get home, and by the way, let me strike that question. You had said it takes 6 or 7 minutes. Did you factor in the fact that of the weather that night for your estimate about a 6 or 7 minute walk?
Objection.
Can you answer that question? Is that what you said?
Court chopped.
Yes,
just
I didn't
posted
factor in
them.
the.
This
I
is what
don't.
I was just
I don't
mixing
know.
All right, so your testimony would be, you don't know if it would have taken him a little bit longer, or anybody.
Anybody, everyone walks at a different pace.
Right, but whatever pace they walk at,
Mhm.
Given what you saw of the weather that night, is it your testimony that maybe it would have taken a little bit longer than the estimate? Because
It could have.
Okay.
I
But
don't
in
know.
any case, let's leave it at 6 or 7 minutes. That puts your husband coming home at around 12:20 or 12:21, correct?
Correct.
All right.
Wait, how long does it take to die in the cold? Because he could have died. How long does it take to die in the cold? Because he could have died walking from the waterfall to his house. I don't know how long it takes.
You have to ask Jen. This is so Court Chopped on Twitter. Just
That
posted
looks
this
like it's
picture
in the
recently.
treehouse here. That
I
is
know.
awesome.
Wait, hold on. I have to change the background so you can see it. Okay. That is the waterfall on the inside. Sorry, Fervent, that I was mixing that up. I was just suddenly seeing a lot of pictures of the waterfall. So the camera's over here. That's the size of the waterfall. We never actually did figure out the answer to Aslan. Maybe that's why she Googled it.
Yeah. Chris
Um,
could have. No wonder he got into bed naked because he thought he had
He
hypothermia.
almost died. He almost
Yeah.
died.
Yeah. He's like, honey, you got to get naked. I'm going to die. I got hypothermia.
No. Okay. I'm glad you just said this. Coco's glow up, who, Coco did have a nice glow up, said, I don't get how the waterfall is walking distance from the Alberts and 34 Fairview, but everybody drove. The waterfall is walking distance to Julie and Chris and Colin's house at 22 Maple Street, not really to 34 Fairview. I mean, I guess you could walk, but you wouldn't there. I hope that makes
Die in
sense.
the cold.
You might die in the cold. We'll never know how long it will take you, but it might happen. Phew, we're back in the treehouse. I didn't like being out of the treehouse. I feel like I can't breathe out of the treehouse.
Yeah, I know. The air's so much better over here.
Also, we
Knowledge
need a
is
fervent
nuts.
break soon. My brain is shutting up. Okay,
Don't
let's
let
just
that
finish
happen.
here.
Your brain's too
No.
important
Should we take a fervent break and then finish her?
if you want to.
And then maybe I'll be focused. And then we'll finish her. We'll start Chris, and then that's what we'll do tonight. Okay. We're going to take a quick fervent break so I can get my brain on straight. And
I'm
then we'll be back.
Now you're talking.
Oh, also, we're going to play Fervent's new song. I feel like not enough. How did you know I haven't eaten? That's really what's happening is I haven't eaten like all day, and I just hit
Why?
me that I was like, oh my God, I'm so hungry.
Why
I
haven't
don't
you
know. I
eaten? Go
forgot.
get Snickers.
I don't,
You don't have
it's
a
been,
Snickers.
I,
You
well,
don't even know
that's what I need to
Snickers
go do. How did you know
You
that?
don't even
That
know what a
was
Snickers
crazy.
is.
Okay. Okay, we're playing Fervent's new song.
You better get back to something.
It's been a long time and a hard time since we last saw your face, and we all promise to be honest and help resolve your case. We will do our best to honor your memory, but it won't be today, 'cause we're kind of busy. I will testify, but boot camp starts in July. It's a really bad time, maybe I'll catch you down the line. I will testify, unfortunately I just booked a flight. You know the timing ain't right, just ask Celebrate. You know we loved you, wish we could hug you, but you won't find that in our group chats. But we all miss you, wish we could kiss you, but we got Gay Jeff for that. We will do our but it won't be today, 'cause we're kind of busy. I will testify, just make sure the lawyers are white. I didn't kill the guy, so why am I the fall guy? I will testify, but only if my motion is denied. Please don't ask me why that tail light was shining bright. Sorry, that report doesn't refresh my memory. I know what I said, so you can't impeach me. Stop being so dumb, there is no conspiracy. That tail light bit John, yet you wanna blame Chloe. We will testify. We have nothing to hide. Clearing out all this smog. Yeah. Don't wanna hit a pedestrian. No. Oh, God forbid any animals. Oh. They put up a picture of Rita. I said, what's that have to do with proving a murder? Think you got me in try on? Okay, well then game on. Oh, Hank, you dumb fuck, I wasn't threatened by Aiden Carney. You got spanked by Arca and then by La Posada. Your troubles just now begun, 'cause now you want to try lucky. You don't wanna try lucky. I'll try lucky. I'll try. You know I didn't see her body. I'll try lucky. You don't wanna try lucky. Did the neighbors have a dumpster? What kind of questioning is that? So you didn't see that? No, but I saw a footage. Are you sure it wasn't an Explorer? No, it was a Fortage. Well, it could have been Brian Alberts. No, I know is I didn't want the attention this case brings, but I can't help that I have so much risk. Think you got me in trial one? Okay, well then game on. Oh, Hank, you dumb fuck, I wasn't threatened by Aiden Carney. You got spanked by Arca and then by La Posada. Your troubles just now begun, 'cause now you want to try lucky. You don't wanna try lucky. I didn't see your body. You don't wanna try lucky. I didn't see your body. And Eddie, spin that track. You don't wanna try lucky.
That ends so abruptly. I wasn't ready. Okay. I'm ready. I ate some banana chips. I'm back. I didn't have any real bananas. Nope.
Banana
Not what I meant
chips.
to do. Yes. I feel much better.
What happened to
Okay.
the potato?
Have you had banana chips? Why are we so little?
No, I don't eat fruit.
It's one of Carter's like 7 foods that he normally eats, and then lately he doesn't eat banana chips anymore. So now I have like so many bags of Trader Joe's banana chips.
I probably eat 7 foods.
Coco's Globe said I could eat a banana at any time of day forever. Same. Also frozen bananas.
You haven't heard
any
the
kind of
banana song.
I think I did hear your banana song.
It's not my banana song. Not mine.
Somebody was asking if anyone's doing boots on the ground. I can't cover Clancy. I mean, I wouldn't be able to cover anything anyways, but Miss Holmes became a YouTube member. Thank you. I Actually, I spent this entire week. I have a I wish you guys knew how many times I do this. I like make a thumbnail. I'm like, I'm gonna do it live, and then it just like never happens. I have a thumbnail ready. I wanted to read Patrick Clancy's New Yorker article about it from 2024, like about his life with Lindsay and like what happened. And then I like couldn't get in the right headspace for it. So I'm hoping maybe sometime this weekend I'll do that, because I feel like if we read it together, I'll feel better about it. And I really wanted to read the whole thing. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. And we should all
Why
read
don't you
it.
record a video of it?
That's actually not a bad idea. Good
The
idea.
remembers thing.
Now that I've done lives, I feel like that's harder, which is weird to me, because I feel like before I started ever doing lives, the idea of just recording a video made so much more sense to me.
Yeah,
But
doing
yeah,
videos
maybe I
harder.
should just do that.
Here's the thing: you can't edit it, though.
I know. But that's what I would
I mean,
end
if
up
you get
doing.
into-
I would like watch it back and I would edit it and I would make like transitions and stuff, and I would be like so annoying about it. But Dexter Save Us from the Commonwealth said exactly what I was thinking, which is like, I want to go. There's like a part of me that's like, I also want to be there for like Reddington, like seeing Reddington in action during this trial is going to be like seeing like an amazing lawyer at their very best at a case that they like really feel passionately about, where they're like Reddington spent today. Actually, can I play you guys a clip?
Yeah,
Reddington
I
at
wish you
the
would,
end
'cause I
of
don't know what you're
today.
talking about.
So Kevin Reddington is Lindsay Clancy's lawyer. Do you know Lindsay
know who that
Clancy's
is.
story? Okay, so
No.
this
Gonna
is
stay
like
away
not
from
even
crime.
one that it's like good to gloss over, but basically she was suffering from postpartum psychosis. She was prescribed more drugs than any person should ever have been prescribed, and a mix of drugs, and told to go off this one and go on this one and go on this one. She ended up taking the lives of her 3 kids. It's truly the saddest case like imaginable. She was living like a normal life with her husband, Patrick, before all of this happened. The
And the drugs
Commonwealth
made her have psychosis.
I don't think it's that, and that's actually going to be something interesting. It's not that the drugs caused the psychosis, or that's what we don't quite know for sure, but they didn't help. And
Yeah.
there might have been like a level of psychosis at the baseline of like what they were treating, and that then the drugs made it worse instead of better, and like much worse instead of better. She was here. So and this is like a big part of it, is that she was begging for help. She was a nurse. She knew, I don't know where that just went. She was a nurse. She knew something was wrong. I'm trying to send myself this clip and it's
She
not
needed
working.
a psychiatrist. And probably
She went to like all of them.
Oh, did
So
she?
she checked
'Cause
herself
a lot of people, they don't
into
go to, they just go to their general practitioner.
Exactly. So she checked herself into like the McLean Hospital, which is like the leading psychiatric hospital in the world, let alone Massachusetts. And they
That's where the
basically
guy had
didn't
that
see
knife,
her
right?
for 3 days since she got there. And then they were
Yeah.
like, oh, you're good. And they said your insurance will only cover up to 5 days. And then they sent her back home. They didn't do any of the transitions between her meds correctly. So this is like the littlest. I appreciate that you appreciate this. I think this is really important. And I'm sorry if anybody feels like I'm like glossing over it. I think it's more important than like the moment that I'm giving it now. But I say all of that so that Expert is prepared for this clip, because if anybody is considering even just watching parts of the trial, I think what you're going to see that's going to be really good. I'm going to pull that up because we need a good laugh after that. Is Kevin Reddington is like the defense attorney of the, like he's like the attorney if you need a good attorney. He represented Jen McCabe for a little while in this. And he is an attorney that like lawyers in a very different way than most lawyers that I've seen. He's like very no bullshit. It's like he just gets up there and he's like, this is the law. This is what you said, this, she said this, we're going to do this, right, judge? Like it's just very like to the point. Like, I'm not messing around. I've seen all this go down. And what he says in this clip that I'm about to show just tells me that, like, we're going to see like a good lawyer at their very best in a case that they really feel like it's BS that we're even here to begin with. So I want to play this clip. It's about 3 minutes.
Let's call a spade, Judge. I have been in this court every time we've had pretrial hearing indicating to the court that the circumstances of the death is not in dispute. The circumstances of this horrific act are not in dispute. Repeatedly, the government has argued that they have a right to try their case, to present their evidence. Sure they do. But, you know, even though we're in a court, let's talk a little bit about humanity. Let's talk a little bit about how we should try this case. I have indicated repeatedly that we stipulate to every piece of evidence that they want. I have respectfully objected to you with the introduction of this stuff going into the trial. I understand your ruling, and quite frankly, it makes sense. You're trying a case. What I can't fathom is the district attorney's intent to put a circus in front of this jury that's calculated to just inflame the passions of the jury, repeatedly placing in evidence items such as having Patrick Clancy, who's a young man who has suffered one of the worst tragedies that anyone could ever suffer. How that guy is still not an emotional basket case is beyond me, and he has been. But nevertheless, he is trying hard to move on with his life. He has, as the court is aware, they're divorced. He's remarried. He has a family. He has his extended family. Your Honor heard statements, and I know for a fact that it's true, that his family, totally innocent people that have nothing whatsoever to do with this case, are being harassed daily by news media, the New York Post, and all the rest of these types of salacious news media outside their door. This is his family. Some of them are in California. They have nothing to do with this case. But nevertheless, they are being hounded by the media. And the district attorney wants to put that guy on the witness stand and show little onesies with bodily fluid of his child. And they want to have him stand there, or they're going to let him stand in the hallway while we listen to the 911 call.
Mr. Reddington, that's another issue. That's another motion. The question we have right now, respectfully, is Mr. Meyer's request as to how we should deal with this in regards to the media.
I agree with Mr. Meyer's request, as I told you with the sidebar. I think it's very appropriate. I think he argued it effectively. I think that Your Honor is well aware that you have the authority under the SJC rules to enter limiting orders, if you will, as to publication, as to what media can publish, what photographs they could look at and report. And I agree with what he had indicated to you in his argument.
All right. All right.
But I still want to say that I think it's reprehensible the way the government is trying this case.
Your Honor, if I may, I'd just like to say that I understand why defense counsel would want to brush past what happened to these children, whitewash away what happened, and focus on something else.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to end that now. All right?
So he gets an opportunity to say it.
No. I stopped that. And
okay, and literally every single thing about that clip is why I would not be able to cover this. Not only for the like content, like just the actual content of what they're going to talk about, that freaking prosecutor. I understand why they want to whitewash this and gloss over this. No, Kevin Reddington is not a man who's going to BS anything. He's going to tell you it exactly how he feels. And he's saying, like, I can't believe we're doing this to Patrick Clancy's family. And she's like, he's just saying that because he just wants to gloss right over what happened to these kids. But I'm the one who cares about them. No, you're not.
Oh, she screwed up. She screwed up so bad. Like that was You remember, your parents raised you to respect your elders. Well, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's very true in law, and I love old attorneys. Holy cow, old attorneys and
Yeah.
judges, man, they've got the greatest stories you will ever hear.
I feel like the
They
old judges around here are not the ones that you're talking about. But yes, the
No.
attorneys,
It's
yes.
usually
Cosgrove.
it's not old judges, but it is old attorneys. It's weird how it's there's an age thing I've noticed, at least in my
What
mind. When I
about
judge,
an old judge who retired and then came back to be an attorney to prosecute Aiden? It doesn't really stand for in that way.
that
Anyways,
doesn't even make
that
sense.
yeah, that it doesn't make sense. Nothing in Norfolk County makes sense, but that's what's happening. Also, so there's the person who's going to be doing Aiden's trial is a retired judge who came back as the prosecutor to prosecute Aiden in Norfolk County in a Suffolk County courthouse just because for fun. To be in a different county.
You
But
can
so
do
it's a
that.
Norfolk County jury and a Norfolk County judge and a Norfolk County prosecutor, Norfolk County District Attorney's Office, but it's happening in a Suffolk County or an Essex County. I don't even remember which one. Middlesex County, City County courtroom.
You can do
So
that.
all the
Like, I mean,
jurors are
I
gonna
know
have to go to the
judges that
city every day.
retired, they'll like if a judge retires, and let's say there's another judge in the state that's wants to take vacation, right? And they need somebody's got to fill in for the judge. So like retired judges will like, yeah, I'll fill in, for like a week or week or two, whatever it is your vacation is. And they usually enjoy it because it gives, well, you make money, right? They're retired and they're making some extra money and they get to go to a new place and see how that whole thing, because judges love that type of stuff. But
Yeah, I don't know. We have our own rules around here. This is true. Common Sense Investigator said sometimes Cosgrove speaks in the adopted voice of Mello. So there's this other attorney, Mello, who's like, we
Mellow
thought he might
Yellow,
not even be like among the living anymore, but it actually turns out he assaulted a nurse in a parking lot recently. So he's still here. And they write
when you
these
say
motions.
assaulted,
He threatened a
uh,
nurse in a parking lot. He got charged.
okay,
Um, so
'cause I was
they write
thinking
these
of
motions where it's like they need the like documents from Mello, but he like won't get back to them. So they'll just change the font in the middle of the motion and be like, now I am writing in the voice of Mello. This is what he would say. And it's just in a different font. And then it will be like that for like 3 paragraphs. And
do
then
they
it will
really
switch
say that? They're
back.
writing in the voice
I
of?
swear, none of this is a lie. This is what
I've never
Aiden
heard of
is up
anything like that.
against. No,
I've
nobody
never
has.
oh,
This is
yeah,
what
he's
Aiden is
screwed.
up against. And for
That's
anybody who watched Melanie's stream on that when she was wearing her sunglasses and reading the adopted voice, that was my favorite YouTube show I've ever watched in my entire life, hands down, forever will be. I think
if
someday
she's
for
wearing
Squirrel School,
sunglasses.
we just need to watch that. Yes, someday for Squirrel School, we just need to watch that because it was truly like one of the best moments of this whole catastrophe.
Oh, yeah. Like,
Okay.
yeah, have you ever noticed that everything you tell me, I'm shocked by? Isn't that the
No,
craziest thing? I have yet to be like,
no,
"Oh, that makes sense. Oh, that's really
I
good."
actually think it's crazier that I tell you these things like as if they're normal. And then, like, this is why Squirrel School is so fun because then you're shocked. And I'm like, oh, yeah, this is shocking. Like, this is not normal. like,
I mean, it's
like,
so
none
weird.
of
It
this
is
is
so
normal.
no, it's not. And it's like a lot of times I've left Squirrel School and like the next day I will leave the house and you like just go somewhere just so I make sure I see a new group of people because I'm like if I can't be in my bubble, I need
You
there are other
guys, you
people, they have
need to
other interests.
break
Like I'm gonna
from
go to
us.
the zoo or something and just be like, oh cool. We'll talk to the chimpanzees. When I spent my 2 days off this
I'm gonna
week, I
talk
did a
to
lot of
the
I watched about the
chimpanzees.
chimpanzee civil war.
You need the chimpanzees to make you feel normal after Squirrel School. I can't.
Yes.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh. Emily, thank
Okay.
you so much for
I'm
this whole thing.
going
This is so great.
to We have just enough time to finish Julie, and then I can still accomplish my mission of being asleep by midnight. Not asleep, but being done with this by midnight so that I don't hate myself. I'm taking Carter to swimming tomorrow, and I can't be tired.
Did you do the
Also,
thing like you did
I
last time, the mistake?
feel already so much better than I did like before this started. And there was a part of me that I said earlier that like I wanted to cancel this tonight because I was just like in a funk from like the internet. And I appreciate you
Imagine how
if
you
I
would
don't
have
get the
done.
chance to say this. I appreciate you so
No, I
much
appreciate
and all
you.
of you guys in the chat.
I appreciate you. Yeah, this is it's amazing. You'll feel so much better tomorrow. It'll give you a whole new lease on life. You
Yeah,
gotta get.
I
It's
really
that.
do.
It's just evil. You just gotta accept it. Stay away from it.
I don't know
want
if
to
this
visit
makes me
Massachusetts more because.
love or
Oh
fear
no!
Exhibit Alley. But she said, to be honest, I want to visit Massachusetts more because of all of this. I don't know if that makes me love you or fear you. No. Okay, so Carter hasn't been playing in the fridge as much, and now I feel like I want to plug it in so that it's like cold and see if he wants to go in it when it's cold now. I want to wait for a really hot day and then plug it in and blow his mind. None of it. Mizzy gets it. None of it is normal. Okay, let's finish
Yeah,
Julie.
like I don't know anywhere. California, like Massachusetts makes California look normal.
No,
And
it's
nobody
actually
agrees
like
with
help.
California being normal.
That's the only other place I've lived like that wasn't college. So I'm 2 for 2 here.
But it's the most overturned federal courts are the California one.
Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm living in all the right places. Okay, we're gonna finish
my
Julie when we left off. Who even knows what she was lying about? Actually, you know what's kind of crazy is I feel like there was something about doing the interviews with the police that helped her prepare for this because she seemed way worse in those interviews than she does on the stand.
I haven't seen those interviews. I didn't watch those.
The benefit of the video, correct?
Correct.
Now, where were you within the house when your husband came home?
In my room.
Bedroom?
Upstairs in my bedroom.
All right, and you share a bedroom with your husband?
Yes.
And when
That
was
was weird.
the first time that you saw him within the house?
He came up to the bedroom.
Okay, so you were in the bedroom and you see him appear in the bedroom.
Correct.
Did you hear the door open way down on the first floor?
Yes.
Okay. And it would have taken him maybe about a minute to get upstairs. It wasn't very long?
It wouldn't be very long, no.
Okay. And when he got upstairs, you noticed that he was in wet clothing, correct?
Yes.
He appeared to be cold.
Yes.
And he got undressed, correct?
Yes.
Did he brush his teeth before bed?
I think he got right into bed.
Okay, so you didn't see him brush his teeth or wash up.
No.
And were you in the bed when he came into the bed to go to sleep?
I was sitting up in bed, yes.
Were you reading or watching TV?
I was just sitting up in bed praying for my headache to go away.
Oh, okay. You said the migraine.
That's what you're praying for.
You were suffering at that.
She was just sitting up in bed praying for her migraine to go away as her nasty husband jumps into bed, doesn't even brush his teeth, just her imagine you have a husband. Oh my God, imagine you have a migraine. Imagine you have a husband. Imagine you have a migraine and you're stinky, nasty, sweaty, cold, disgusting.
He's shivering.
Yeah, but he's cold, but he's also like sweaty. Like he just walked home. Like when you walk home in the cold, you're like sweaty and cold. It's like the grossest part. He doesn't brush his teeth and and he stinks. He's been drinking. And so he was at the pizza shop. So he smells like French fry pizza grease plus that like stale boozy smell. Not like our boozy. Our boozy smells great. And then you have a migraine and that, like I can picture like a stink bubble, like a big, like green stink bubble.
Pigpen from Charlie Brown. He had the dirt cloud. It was a stink cloud.
Yes, exactly. That's what just got into bed with her. And she's like, dear God, please make my migraine go away. God is like, well, all you have to do is kick your husband out of bed. So I'm actually not going to help you with that because you have to use your brain sometime, Jules. And then she was like, God, come on, at least help Colin. And he was like, fine, I'll help Colin.
Suffering?
what
I had a
happened.
headache.
Well, yeah, but a migraine headache, I would
Yeah,
imagine.
it was a headache, but I took medicine and I was waiting for it to get
Waiting
better.
for it to kick in?
Yes.
Okay. And that's sort of what you were concentrating on. It's really kind of hard to read or watch TV or concentrate on anything when you have a migraine, right?
Okay. Yes.
Now, you would agree with me that your husband Chris was asleep when Colin came home, correct?
Correct.
And as a mother, you couldn't have gone to sleep until you knew your kids were home, correct?
Correct.
And Colin was the remaining child who was out there, which when he came home, that would give you license to go to sleep.
Yes.
Now, at the time that Colin came home with Chris sleeping, it's fair to say this was just an ordinary weekend night, correct?
How do you?
Well, in other words, you didn't know that anything tragic had occurred or was alleged to have occurred, correct?
Correct.
So it wasn't like you were paying attention to the clock at that point and recording your memories as best you could because you knew you'd be testifying later, correct?
Correct.
Which also explains the 1210 estimate, right? I mean, you're being asked about, times that things occurred, and it was just sort of an ordinary day, right? So it's difficult to pinpoint times, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Now, directing your attention to the next morning, you missed a phone call from your best friend, Jennifer McCabe, correct?
Correct.
Your best friend.
And you believe that phone call, I think according to your memory, yesterday came in at 5:55 p.m., correct? I'm sorry, 5:55 a.m., correct?
Correct.
That was the time that you gave Mr. Lally when he asked you the question on direct examination, correct?
Correct.
And you were able to recall that time nearly 2 years later, correct?
Yes.
But regarding the 67 phone calls between you and Courtney Proctor that happened after that, you're not able to recall any of those, correct?
I just don't remember them.
Jen's the best friend, so the Proctor chick can't be the
January
best friend.
29th was your nephew
Got
Brian
that.
She's like
Jr.'s birthday, correct?
Yes.
Courtney Proctor isn't really like her best friend though. We find out in the interviews it's more like Courtney is like her like pseudo big sister. Like they're like family. Like she's not her friend, or she's Courtney, excuse me. She's Courtney's like pseudo big sister. So they're not like friends in that like they would like hang out and like go grab drinks or like talk to each other in that way, but it's more like they have like a brother sister relationship, sister.
Well, it's pretty close with the
Yes,
Proctor
I'll send
guy.
you to Baker.
Whatever his name is, I can remember his first name.
That's why you went to 34
Michael
Fairview at 8:30
Proctor.
in the morning.
Yes.
Yeah, Michael. Yeah, he's there at the birthing day and all that.
There was nothing unusual.
Yeah,
correct?
exactly.
Correct.
This was
Very
just
close family.
your, brother-in-law Brian and your sister-in-law Nicole's house with snow around, correct?
Yes.
There were no police on scene.
No.
There was no tent protecting the front lawn, correct?
Correct.
No crime scene tape stapled anywhere. Or taped.
Correct.
Nobody appeared to be standing guard over the front yard, correct?
Correct.
You didn't see any shard of glass, right?
No, I did not.
You didn't see 45 pieces of tail light strewn about the lawn, correct?
Correct.
In fact, you didn't see any pieces of tail light, correct?
I don't recall seeing anything.
And you didn't suspect
Not until like the 12th of February.
it was a crime scene, correct?
Objection.
Sustained.
There was nothing that prevented you from walking.
The 18th of February was the last time. Yes, she was on the stand for multiple days, but only because her testimony came after Chris's, like at the end of the day. So it was like the end of the day was her Lally snooze fest and the beginning of her cross, and then the next day. So it wasn't like a Jen McCabe where it was like she took all day. It was
And
just
Bev gets the shakes at the end of the day.
yeah, exactly. Also, we have like 10 more minutes of this, then I'm going to send you to Baker. We'll do a little Baker raid. I've never actually like
Oh, he'll be
organized
so
a raid
excited.
like that. Yeah. So now I'm
all
very
over that front
excited.
lawn, correct?
Correct.
It was still snowing out.
Yes.
Brian Albert, when you approached the house, he opened the door, correct?
I approached the car, not the house.
Oh, okay. You approached, whose car was it?
My nephew Brian's
Brian's
in the driveway. Yes.
All right. And then
Not in the
Brian
driveway,
Albert
right,
opened
Boozy?
the door of the house.
The side door of the home. Yes.
All right. So can I have the
No, because Higgins was in the driveway.
Yes.
He never left.
that I'm highlighting now is the front door to the house, correct?
Yes.
And if we
Right
move
on
along
time.
Exhibit 8 to the
Good
right,
morning.
is that the side door?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the door that Brian Albert appeared from?
Yes.
and you were able to see him from the outside of the house, correct?
Yes.
And you were over to this area?
Yes.
Do you recall, is it one of those two cars that's in Exhibit 8 that you approached with the Dunkin' Donuts?
I can't make out what the cars are.
Okay, but it was either one of those two.
Want to know why you can't make it out? Because neither of those are like, I feel like Yannetti's too trusting to be as like, I only feel like this because I can relate to him. Like, he's like, okay, well, it's one of those two
Cars or a car that was parked in one of those two places.
Yes.
No.
And then
She's just lying. Dave, love ya. She's just lying to you. His car was never there. None of this happened. Why are we just letting her get away with that?
Was
He,
it
like-
8 a.m.?
This
No cops.
picture, who knows? Who knows what time?
No, she's
what time?
testifying too.
Oh yeah,
No
she's
cops.
testifying
She's
that
there at 8 a.m. with the donuts.
no cops. And also, but I was gonna say, you have no way of knowing what time this photo was taken because this could have been taken at 8 a.m. in 1947 or 12 p.m. in 1942, and we'll never know. Definitely wasn't in 2022.
Was this a crime scene photo?
Yeah, of course. Duh. Can't you
And they
tell
don't
by
have the
you
data
were
from it?
in that side door to go into the house.
Oh, that would require metadata, silly. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was from Paul
like, it's like-
Gallagher's iPhone 3. I thought it was iPhone 6. Is it iPhone 3? Oh, by the way, also forgot to tell you, he got rid of the phone that he took these on. So there's no way of ever knowing the metadata.
Yeah, because they don't
so-
support the
Sorry.
iPhone 3. When was the last year they supported that phone?
Oh no. I mean, also apparently, I think you made that one. I think it was iPhone 6, but it was a bad one. It was like an iPhone 6 or an iPhone 8, and it was a bad one, and he already got rid of it. That's true. Where Officer John O'Keefe Sox said Karen would still be on trial if they exposed every one of their lies. That's true. But I feel like this is a big one. It's like that car's never there. Wasn't there, isn't there.
Yes.
Fair to say, that family has lived there for quite a
Yay,
while, correct?
welcome.
Yes.
You knew that prior to Brian Albert and Nicole, I'm sorry. That's really bad form to block the jury. I'm so sorry. It's good I didn't trip. The door that is the front door, having been familiar with that house for a long time, you've gone.
I was like, what just happened in the courtroom that whatever Yannetti almost tripped on, like made the picture like get light for a second and then it got dark again.
In that front door before, correct?
Yes.
And you know
Is that what their
when you go
pointer
in the
does?
front door of that house, you come into a little foyer area, correct?
Correct.
And then almost within arm's distance to the left is the door to the basement, correct?
Walking in the front door, arm's distance to the left.
Yes, so in other words, you walk into the house.
Yep.
And then the door to the basement, going down to the basement is right there on the left, correct?
That's incorrect. To the left is a library.
All right. Where is the door to the basement?
You walk in the front door, you step to the right, walk a few steps towards the kitchen, and the basement door is on the left before you enter the kitchen.
All right, but the kitchen's off to the left, correct?
No, when you walk in the front door, the library is on the left. There's another room on the left.
Okay.
So you walk in, you immediately see a staircase in front of you.
Yeah.
And to the left is the library.
Right.
If you
And-
go to
and
the
it-
right,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
if you go to the right, you can go into the part of the kitchen where the kitchen table is, or you can not go to the right. You can walk straight. And as you're walking, there's a door on the left, and that's where the basement door is.
Okay, so I think we're getting to what I was getting at. If you walk straight ahead, there's a door to the left that goes down to the basement, correct?
Correct. Yes.
We can have the left one.
That sounded like Bev answered that.
When you were walking toward that side door, you didn't see any emergency or police vehicles outside, correct?
No, I did not.
You didn't see any first responders other than Brian Albert, correct?
Correct.
There were no lights flashing outside the house, correct?
Correct.
And inside, you saw Nicole Albert,
Yes.
Brian Albert,
Yes.
Jennifer McCabe,
Yes.
Matt McCabe,
Yes.
and Brian Higgins, correct?
Yes.
How long did you spend at the house that morning?
I don't remember exactly. Maybe a half hour, 45 minutes. I don't remember exactly.
And the 7 of you were discussing what had happened, correct?
Yes.
At some point, it was decided that Jennifer McCabe should contact Michael Lank of the Canton Police, correct?
Objection.
I'll let, if this witness knows independently.
Can you repeat that once more, please?
At some point, it was decided among the 7 of you that Jennifer McCabe should contact Michael Lank of the Canton Police Department.
I don't remember who exactly Jennifer decided. Yeah, I don't remember exactly the discussion.
You knew Michael Lank, correct?
Yes,
And at 8:53 a.m., you sent to Jennifer McCabe Michael Lank's personal cell phone number, correct?
correct.
Oh shit.
And did you then see Jennifer McCabe delete that text message from you?
Objection.
You were contacted by the Massachusetts State Police.
I love that part. Like Bev's trying to help her. Like she could have just said, I don't recall. And she could have gotten out of that. And instead she's like, sorry, what was the question again? And he's like, well, Jen called Mike Lank. Oh, Jen called Mike Lank because you gave her Mike Lank's number. Oh, okay, cool.
This year about your phone, correct?
Correct.
They left you a voicemail on March 21st of 2024?
The state police
Yes.
about my telephone?
Well, they left you a voicemail on March 21st of 2024. You've had contact with the state police this year.
Yes,
And they left you a
Yes.
second voicemail on March 25 and then called you again on March 28.
yes,
We've seen
You
these
told
now.
them that you were sick and you would speak to them on April 1st, correct?
correct.
And then the state police called you on April 1st, but you did not pick up. Do you recall that?
I do not.
They called you again that same day and you didn't respond, correct?
Oh,
I don't.
I recall now. And then you were wearing your like pale pink ugly sweater. I remember.
Recall.
But you did learn
How
that
come
they
you
had
don't?
called your husband on April 1st looking for you, correct?
I don't recall.
All right. After speaking with your husband, you texted the Massachusetts State Police on April 1st, correct?
Wrong.
I think around that. I don't know the exact
This makes
date.
us all
And
better.
you finally met with the Massachusetts State Police on April 3rd of 2024, correct?
I would assume. I don't know the exact date, but yes.
And during that meeting, the state police looked through your phone for contact that you would have had with Mike Proctor, correct?
Correct.
Did they seize your phone?
No, they did not.
Did they tell you that they had a search warrant for your phone?
No, they did not.
Did they take it back saying that they had to give it to some experts to do an extraction?
Objection.
Sustained.
They just looked through it after you handed it to them, correct?
Correct.
Then they gave it back.
Yes.
Now, with regard to your contact with Karen on January 28th, it was clear to you that Karen did not appear to be under the influence, correct?
Correct.
You didn't see her stumbling, correct?
Correct.
You didn't see her swaying.
Correct.
She was not unbalanced.
No.
She was not slurring her words.
No.
She was not talking gibberish.
No.
She was engaging in normal conversation.
Yes.
And she held a conversation perfectly fine.
Yes.
She appeared to be under control, correct?
Oh, she
Yes.
wasn't
She was affectionate
toasted.
with John that night.
Objection.
I didn't come in contact with them like that.
Well, the two of them certainly were not arguing.
No, not that I saw.
You didn't see any tension between them, correct?
No.
And I mean, given your family's connection to law enforcement, you would not knowingly let someone drive a car if they were under the influence, correct?
Objection.
Everyone appeared to be having a good time that night. Correct?
Yes.
And that included John and Karen from what you could see, correct?
For the 10 minutes, 15 minutes I was there. Yes.
Now, after you left the waterfall, it's fair to say that you didn't know precisely where your son Colin was that night, correct?
I knew where he was.
Where was he?
He was at his friend Michael Leonetti's. He left Michael Leonetti's to stop to say,
Once again, Mike Leonetti, whose dad, John Leonetti, donated $1,000 to Greg Connor's campaign.
happy birthday to my nephew Brian at 34 Fairview Road.
Okay. And you learned that from him, correct?
Yes.
So you had learned that Colin was at 34 Fairview on January 29th of 2022, correct?
January 28th. The Fred.
So is it your testimony that you know that Colin left on Friday night as opposed to after midnight on January 29th?
I don't understand what you're asking.
What just occurred is I asked you whether you knew that your son Colin was at your sister-in-law Nicole's and your brother-in-law Brian Albert's house on January 29th, and you just corrected.
I'm sorry. It was after midnight.
Okay.
So I got confused. I apologize.
Not a problem. So the answer to my question is you learned that he was there on January 29th, correct?
Yes, after midnight.
And you now know that that is the same house outside which John O'Keefe was found dead that morning, correct?
Yes, I do.
And One last question. You were interviewed by Trooper Proctor, and it's fair to say you never told him that Colin was there, that correct?
I don't recall my interview.
I have no further questions. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Lally.
Just briefly on.
Nobody in Canton understands time. It does weird things.
Good morning.
Now, with reference to
Time's a social construct.
Called over a period from February to September, correct?
Correct.
That's about 7 months. Is that right?
Yes.
And roughly about 210.
Does he only have
And
one
that's
suit?
boring. We're gonna stop. Does Lally only have one suit? I mean,
Yeah.
he's
He's
been
always wearing that blue suit.
he's been an ADA for like 20 years. He's making like 120 a year. He takes on he gets handed like every case. He did this entire case by himself with 24 witnesses. So I don't know. Madeira Beach caregiver sent $5 and said, Emily, I'm begging you to email me tomorrow. Ask Sam. She was aware. Okay. Do I know how to email you? Yes. On it. If you're begging me, I'll do it. Actually, though, tomorrow's hard because Carter is but we'll figure it out. We'll
He
make
has
a time.
pool plans
Oh my God.
tomorrow.
Also, I'm doing the thing again. Okay. I need to apologize. I have like 4 of the nicest emails in my inbox right now. And if you are one of the people who sent me these like unbelievably sweet emails, I am doing the thing again where I'm like overthinking what I want to send back to you because I want to make it like thoughtful and kind. And then now I'm starting to panic all day today. I was like, oh my God, you need to write back to them. Like it's now been a week. Like you can't keep waiting.
I love it.
And then the more that I panic, the more I'm like, I want to make it like, oh my God, I need to just respond.
You can't do it.
In my, I know.
Yeah.
But I
that's
want
so
you to know,
awesome.
like I'm going to,
Yeah.
okay, I'm actually going to do it like right when we sign off right now so that I don't keep doing this to myself because then I start to feel bad and like overthink like, oh my God, now they're like, they said all these nice things about me and now they're like, they're going to like take it back. Like I'm so dumb.
No, yeah,
Okay.
it's what you don't realize is like, I mean, we're always like, yeah, reach out to us because like we'll try to get back to you. We have good intentions, but oh my gosh, sometimes you look there, you're like, I've got like 5 different ways to get a hold of me. And by the time I get through them all, I'm like, that's a very important message. I need to read this and put attention to it and respond.
I don't know what this means, but I accept it. Astro Stephanie said Mercury stationed direct today. Let
It's
it
not
flow.
retrograde.
I don't know what either of those things mean. I think that means that StreamYard's going to start working again. So that's good. Okay. It's time for bed. I'm sending you guys to Baker. Tell Baker hi when you get there. Like do a little like squirrels in the chat. And I'll see you guys there. And I'm going to write back to those emails right now. Unclench your jaw. You're an adult. You're not in trouble. Great. Perfect. Leaving on that. You guys are the best. I can't even tell you. I feel 1000% better than I did when we started this. Mars is in the microwave. Have a great night.
If you need a place to breathe, some stress to just relieve, then come watch Emily see, where we keep it drama free. We want justice for John O'Keefe, Aiden and Kelsey, waved bye bye to Morrissey. Let's clean up Norfolk County. Emily C, the one we need, reading sidebars with Corey, writing heck diaries, giving the people what they need. It's my pleasure to entertain, keeping you laughing makes my day. Positivity all the way. What do we tell Satan? Not today. And now it's time to say goodbye. But before we say goodnight, just keep one thing in mind. Please like, comment, subscribe.